live?
Right now, we're live, yeah.
Did you turn on my mic or did you forget?
Nope, it's on. I'm going to put it on live chat, too. But I got to mute myself over here. Hold on a
You know
sec.
what? I've never been able to tell the difference between live chat and top chat.
Supposedly it has something to do with the people talking.
They just need to get rid of top chat and just should have made it live chat.
Yeah, I don't know why they would want it. Well, I mean, yeah.
Here's an inferior product, but we thought we'd make it enticing and give a better product. What do you think? Which one are you going to choose?
That's right. Let me put it on live chat. Let's see who's here, guys. Keb7's hanging out with us for just shenanigans of whatever comes our way. We never know.
Hey, Zach. Good morning.
Zach Sanford.
Good morning, Lisa.
Joshua.
Good morning, Todd.
Todd, yeah.
Davros, how you doing?
Davros von Scaro. Davros von Scaro.
Got Joshua out there. Good morning.
Come on, say that, Ben. It's fun to say. Davros von Scaro.
The Angel Muniz Variety Show.
Angel.
Hey.
Yeah, now it's Arizona Wacko Brother.
Yeah.
Phil Dogs. G'day, mate.
Dogs.
Southern Belle. Big Bear 77.
Big Bear 77.
Sorry, we'll have to alternate.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you go first.
Okay, North Nottingham, Paranormal Investigator. Hey, how you doing there, Gil?
Glenn! Sorry.
How you doing, Glenn?
I'll smack his ass for you, North Nottingham. This is for Ben. There we go.
You're next.
Sniper Fury.
There you go.
Sniper Fury.
There's no other new ones in the house yet.
Well, they'll come. If you build it, they will come. You know,
I'm waiting to call it a new name, but no new people are coming in yet.
Well, we're boring so far, Ben. We have to get exciting.
Oh, well, we got 14 in the house.
Thanks, everyone, for coming. It's the overnight, late night, whatever.
We got Eric Garcia out there. Hey, Green Bay and Cab 7. How you doing?
Doing great.
Megan girl.
Megan's blog. Somebody's watching you.
I don't get to see her too often anymore. She's hiding out someplace.
Yeah. Well, she said that
She found a new community to hang with, or what?
No.
Okay.
No, the other night, on the live stream. Well, I don't know if that was something like. Anyway, she's just busy.
Yeah.
We don't know how much we're gonna see her. Nick. Say that, Ben. Come on, Nick.
I said Nick. Where were you at?
Oh, try it fast, like in a mirror, like I don't believe in Bloody Mary. Say it 3 times.
North Nottingham Paranormal Investigator said Green Bay Wacky Cab 7. Westside Gaming, how are you?
Eric Garcia. Davros von Scaro. I'm going to say it again. I just love saying that name. Davros von Scaro.
Hey, Fireberry, how you doing? Clicky Gorl. Yeah.
What does that mean? Disgusting.
Hey, Slide. Eric Vixen, how you doing?
I stepped away for a little bit, Cab 7. I did message you to let you know I'm thinking of you every day. Oh, see, I told you, Ben.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the message, though.
Well. Westside Gaming says, I'm new here, trying to walk around, meet new people for my channel. How's everyone? Just start talking to people, Westside Gaming. We got a lot of great people up in the house. Welcome to Green Bay Wacky. And we're not really a networking sub for sub type channel, Westside Gaming, but we love it when you talk to people and get to know people and that kind of stuff. You can tell us what you do on your channel. I'm gonna guess you're a gaming channel. It's all right if you want to say I play Fortnite or something like that. It's on live chat, North Nottingham. You'd be so proud of me. Yes, it's on live chat from the beginning of the live stream. Can you frickin' believe it? Yes.
I left you a message tonight there, Megan. And Zach, man, I'm doing better. Thanks, man. Much love right back to you.
Joel Southgate just had a birthday.
Nice.
Hey, look at that, West Side. See, there's some people checking you out already. Start talking to people, you'll have it made in the shade. Tweet it out, guys. Let them know we're live on the overnight. We don't know where it's going to go. We just go, we don't have a topic tonight, but...
Always good to see you out there, Sniper Fury.
Davros von Skaro.
Why do you say it that way?
I just love saying it that way. Davros von Skaro.
Yeah, but when he gets up on the panel, it's like, hi, my name is Jim. How are you doing?
Davros von
You make it
Skaro.
sound threatening and like evil.
Davros von Skaro. Well, he's some Lord of the Rings character or something.
Davros, man, I'm doing good, buddy. How are you doing this morning?
Phil Dogs. Off to Melbourne, Australia again. This time for PAX Oz.
What's PAX Oz?
PAX Oz.
Sounds like a pack ass.
Megan's vlog, just for your information, I didn't get a notification from Wacky. I only knew because you told me. Yeah, that's where I get most of my information. Thank you, YouTube. Really appreciate it. Appreciate the notification bell working. Appreciate it. Millennium TV 40. 3 guys in the studio. Well, it looks like 3. I love it.
Oh,
I'm so into myself, I like to have 2 of me up here because I know I'm that good. Just kidding.
that's right, Dave. I try to put up with it.
Melissa Bays is up there in the
Melissa
house.
Bays. I've never heard of Melissa Bays.
What?
No.
Don't give me a break. Melissa Bays, she comes here all the time, Cap.
Well, I'm not here all the time. You got different subscribers than I do. Remember that.
You don't remember Melissa? Oh, you screwed the pooch on that one. Melissa Bays, don't worry, I'll take care of this. I got this.
I don't remember that particular name. I know some Melissas out there. Several Melissas, but not a Melissa Bays.
Oh, my goodness. Just funning with you. Hey, we can't remember everyone. I hate that when I call channels and like, are you new here? And they're like, Wacky, I've been coming here for 6 months. Oh, crap. Sorry.
Hey, Juxtapose, good morning.
Muggsy, how you doing?
Let's see how that's another channel I don't know.
Hey, if you're new here, consider smashing that subscribe button. I'm a comedian entertainer. Cap 7 up here. He's, you're really kind of a variety channel, I think, Ben. I know
I'm
you
an
like
inspirational live streamer.
You are, but you do different live streams, hard-hitting topics, inspirational. You have comedy videos.
Very little comedy.
You got over 100 videos in your playlist.
That's such a tiny part of my channel, though.
But it's there.
It's there, yeah.
It is
that's
there.
That's the old me.
Oh, still part
Yeah,
of you.
I went totally Swedish.
Sweet. I think you should get a mohawk, Ben.
That's never gonna happen.
I think a mohawk would be good.
Dave,
And do it with your beard too.
how am I gonna get a mohawk with that much hair?
Get a wig. Get a fake mohawk.
Uh-huh.
What if I got a mohawk? You think my subscriber base would go up?
No comment, Dave.
North Nottingham, what do you got to say? Zara had a great live last night. She had 48 in the chat. Yes.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's awesome. I love it when people do good on YouTube here. Love it. Love it. Love it.
A Juxtapose, yeah, we need more comedy, and that's, I'm trying to get Dave to some lessons, but he's kind of failing at it.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Is the mohawk beard a soul patch? Davros says. Shave your head, Millennium TV 40 says.
He says, no, shave your head.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, no, shave your head. No mohawk.
I don't know how he meant to say that, no.
I don't know. To get rid of this beautiful hair, I'd need a financial gain, I think.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh God.
Look, I'm not getting rid of this beautiful hair. Slight touch of gray,
Huh.
Well, Phil Dogs, there's nothing wrong with 6 or 10 viewers in your stream. I mean, that's good. You're doing good.
I'd be
Phil.
happy. Listen there, Phil. I only get 300 to 400 people in my chat. That's no, I'm kidding. I wish I could get 300 to 400.
Thanks, Muggsy. That's a big LOL for you. So who was Clicky Girl? Clicky girl, I don't recognize you. You new here? Just let us know.
I don't know her either.
I'm assuming, well, girl. It's not girl. It's Gorl.
Yeah, that's maybe that's in between.
It could be a guy. We don't know.
It could. Half guy, half girl.
D just me. How you doing?
D just me. Good to see you. Lisa Gibson, much love to you, girl.
That's my daughter? Davros Von Scaro says that's my daughter.
What?
Ghost Mafia says he's new here.
Ghost Mafia, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah.
Good morning.
I've never heard of that Ghost Mafia channel. Who is he?
We got Walter Prostate out there. Excuse me, Postate. No, Potate.
Potate. Waiter.
Potate.
No, Walter. I'm new
Walter.
here.
Walter Potate.
We don't have a plan tonight, guys. We're just rolling with your comments, and it'll go wherever it goes.
That's it. Whatever you say out in the chat, we'll repeat it, and that'll be the show.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. It's kind of like where the rock stars are singing, you know, and they're singing their songs, and then they go like this. Like they don't want to sing, so they like put it out to the audience.
Oh. What is this? A senior citizen grinder meetup? Ooh.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah, but you know what Grinder is? It's a gay website.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Let's see where Waiter Potate goes.
Yeah.
Let's see where they go. You know, we're pretty accepting here. Let's try to keep it okay. We don't mind some jokes, but you know, no, I never knew that was that. I'm loving the effects. Well, we got a lot of effects here. Westside Gaming, like for example, I could do neon. I can do a studio. I can do fireworks. I can do fish. Explosions. But since I'm doing a guest, I got this sorry ass. No, oh, sorry, that was a hot mic. Did I say sorry? I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Good guy in a cowboy hat. Sorry, that was a hot mic, Ben. Did you hear that?
No, I don't usually listen to what you say, Dave.
You prefer me on mute, right?
Well, that's what you usually say to me, yes. And you have the power to do that to me.
Thank you, D. Just me. Hey, we'll play some videos. We'll do some songs. You know, we'll do the usual round of stuff. Mary Neal. You know, I found something out about her today. She, in that chat with Zara at Paranormal White Noise, she said she's, not clairvoyant, or like she senses things in the future or something. I never knew that. No, we're not Waiter Potate. I know I'm good looking and he's thought about it, but no. Sorry, I'm married. Sorry.
What Westside Gaming said, he reminds me of Crocodile Dundee with the hat. Hey, other guy.
Killer Kev, you could do Gaylord Fokker. Now, I don't know who that is, unfortunately.
Are you serious?
No, I don't.
From the movie The Fockers?
Isn't that Meet
a
the
comedy movie? You've never watched that?
Isn't that like the second one to Meet the Parents or something?
Yes, yeah.
Meet the Parents is where Robert De Niro does the lie detector test, right?
Yeah, excellent movies. Excellent, I love them.
Like he's giving the test. Like now, have you ever been attracted to another woman other than my daughter or something like that? Right?
Yeah,
he's like sweating. Like,
yeah, I love that movie.
Isn't that the one where he paints the cat and they're like, what kind of a sick individual paints a cat? Yeah. Right? Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember
that's where the that's where the urn fell on the floor and all the ashes fell out and the cat went into it and went poop.
Oh yeah.
That was a good movie.
Life is here. My great friend from
Canada Life with Ankylosing Spondylitis in the house. How you doing, Ashley? Happy Friday morning at the Wacky.
Hello, LWAS. How you doing?
Fireberry the fam. The cat takes a poo and then flushes. Yeah.
That was probably the best part of the movie.
Life of Grace and Logan Vlogs. We got the usual suspects rolling in on a Friday morning, Cab.
That's right. And man, I'm just going to sit back and eat my Reese's peanut butter cups.
I had Milky Ways today. I got them at Walmart.
Oh man, I am addicted to these bad boys.
Yeah, you know what? Walmart's got the white chocolate ones, the
I
almond.
still haven't tried them.
Oh, they're better. I love them.
Well, if you like them, that means I won't.
Yeah, I like them.
Remember Walter Matthau and
Jack Lemmon.
yeah, there you go.
Grumpy old man.
That's right.
Big Bear 77. I'm doing great. This guy might be doing great. We don't know.
Well, I'm still trying to find out. Hey, Paul Michael, how you doing?
DB. Tanya Ray is in the house. Holy crap.
Let's see. Oh, wait a second.
We got people coming and going. 33 in the house already.
Well, North Nottingham said, not yet at Mary Neal, but I will do later. It was nearly midnight with Zara finished, so bedtime. But I will be going over it later. Oh, okay.
There was a lot of passion in reading that message, Ben.
It was a lot of passion.
That really was. Kenneth the Kentucky fams out there.
Hey, Kentucky fam.
Good to see you. Lady Memc. Yeah, no, it's Leedy. We went through that name one time. It was like Leedy MC or Leedy MC. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you.
Lady. I think it's a lady, like an Irish.
Lady.
It's kind of like an Irish thing.
See, that makes me think of that. Well, I don't know. Songs coming to my mind.
Don't even go there, Dave. Don't know.
Writings on the wall, but if you're not, stumble you might fall. Young MC, that's the song I'm thinking of.
Something like that.
Turkey weekend here. Yes, Thanksgiving in Canada. Gobble gobble. Yes, Leedy. It's Leedy MC.
What the heck was that? What's
Leedy.
that huge link that's left in the chat?
In what chat?
Ours.
What do you mean in ours?
Yeah, there's a huge, gigantic link.
Oh, wrong one. Sorry, my bad.
Jeez.
That's just for here.
Hey, Joyce Sumter, how you doing this morning? Yes, Leedy.
Joyce
Lee-
Sumter.
D. Adriel Montadano, how you doing?
Welcome to the stream. 43 in the house and growing. Tweet it out if you like what's going on. Share it on social media. Helps the channel out. Appreciate everyone being in the house. And we are live at...
And you're looking for a lot of super chats because it supports the channel, right?
What?
That's the truth, isn't it?
Oh, my goodness gracious.
You're self-supporting.
I'm viewer supported, yes.
Or viewer supported, that's right.
Hey,
right.
I drop my PayPal link throughout the stream. I do.
That's right. Just if you feel generous and you want to help out Green Bay Wacky and give them 99 cents, you'd appreciate it.
I drop it through the stream, but hey, it's no pressure. We're viewer supported.
Yeah, no pressure at all. Please give them some money, please.
Oh my goodness, what's he? Leedy MC says it's a Dutch name, by the way.
Oh, Dutch, okay.
Like an H. Adriel Montahano. It must be like an H. So it must be Adriel Montahano.
The J is pronounced like an A. Montahano.
Yeah,
It sounds like a volcano.
It sounds like Hawaiian, maybe. Is that Hawaiian or something?
It might be.
Todd, send your awesome pics. Yes, by the way, I know we have some new people here. This is something we do on Green Bay Wacky. We have hashtag Green Bay Wacky Moist on Twitter. You send your crazy selfies, hashtag Green Bay Wacky Moist on Twitter. We'll bring them up throughout the show. Now, we already have a few up there that we actually have from the other night. Let me just show them real quick. Ben can't see this. Mel Godoy sent us her cute little puppies sleeping. This was...
Oh, it's Mexican.
Oh, Mexican. Okay.
Oh, Dave, we screwed the boots there.
Well, I don't know. Marika Pedro keeping fit while watching my favorite people. I love it. That was last night. Marika Pedro sent that. Mel Godoy sent another one last night to hashtag Green Bay Wacky Moist. She's showing off her tongue there. I don't know what she can do with that. But anyway, Mel, we love you. Thank you. And that was, we had one more from Rebecca's Realm. And then we got into TCTV, sent us a few stunning photographs. That's what happened last night, a few that we missed right at the end of the show on hashtag Green Bay Wacky Moist.
Hey, G, just me. You have a good night. Thanks for dropping in.
D, just me. It's taking off.
Well,
Yep, we just dropped to 38. We lost about 4 people. They ran for it. They ran for the exit.
I think G took those 4 people with him. Maybe.
Now, is this Hazel-eyed? It's not the other Hazel.
Hazel-eyed Eric's Vixen.
Hazel-eyed. What?
There's a Hazel-eyed Vixen.
Wait a minute. That's a name change. Hazel-eyed Eric's Vixen.
Yeah.
You changed your name slightly. It used to be Hazel-eyed Vixen, right?
No, I didn't change my name. My name's Cab 7.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
That's messed up, man.
I know.
Mary Neal said, I did not mean from you. I meant from us, LOL.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, crap. Where did... Oh.
What did you do?
Oh, I bumped into something and my cherry came off.
You keep dropping your cherry, man.
Yeah, my studio's going to burn up now. I'll have to relight it.
You burnt your pants one night. I remember that.
Oh, you should see my shirts. I have so many holes in my shirts. That's why I have to keep buying new ones. The hand-rolled cigarettes, as you know, they're not packed as tight. I don't pack them down, so they periodically. That was my own fault, though. I bumped into my other microphone.
See, that's why I'm the pro at that, Dave. I roll my cigarettes, never have that problem, ever.
I could pack them tight if I want. The Beast is in here. How you doing?
Beast.
Welcome to the stream.
Fernando Romero, how you doing?
Oh, you were here last night. How you doing tonight? Another round of applause. Thanks for coming through the stream.
I'm Spanish, German, Chinese. You got competition, you now, homie. Vape. Fireberry, are you a vapor?
Just a minute here.
Mary Neal said that's where the goodwill comes in handy, Green Bay.
Oh, yeah. Pretty chilled out tonight we are.
Very.
We're like very chilled.
Very. Well, I was hoping that you'd come up with a topic tonight, but you just were real sassy to me, and you said no. It's not gonna happen.
No, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. That's not what
I'm
happened.
embellishing a little bit.
Oh my goodness, yes, embellishing a little bit, yes.
Oh, you got a comment out there, Dave. You better check it out.
Well, hold on, just a minute.
Phil Dogs, yeah. Wow.
Phil Dogs, did you hear about Ellen and George Bush at the Green Bay Packers game? I didn't know it was a Packers game, but yeah, they were laughing it up together. So what? Who cares? She's rich, he's rich. Why not? You know? You think Ellen and Bush would ever hang with us? No.
How you doing there, 12 and Redneck Railroad? Good to see you as always.
Now, maybe we should get George W. Bush up on the show, Ben.
That's when I leave.
Oh my goodness, Helen Vermeer, yes.
Hey, Ellen, the beautiful sunflowers. Thank you, my friend.
Well, Lady MC, sometimes we do get chilled out. Sometimes we're crazy. You know, we've been crazy.
Come on.
We fired up chainsaws on our live streams before.
Well, no, listen, and I'm with Dave on this all the way. Dave's just kind of cleaning up his channel a little bit, and we're not making it adult-oriented. And I'm with him. I'm with him. I respect
that's true.
that. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah,
I can go very adult, but out of the respect for Dave, I won't do that.
Yeah, we're into more innuendo lately and that kind of stuff, you know.
And do like talk about, I don't know, arthritis maybe.
Yeah, shuffleboard.
Shuffleboard.
Bingo.
Anything that you would do on a cruise ship.
B5. Oh, 72. Oh, 72.
Damn it, I'm not getting any of these damn numbers. Call out the numbers that I've got, damn it.
Oh, man. Oh, my goodness.
Amy O'Lear, how you doing?
Lady MC says, I'm good with it, really. It's almost bedtime.
I think we're putting her to sleep, Dave.
Yeah, it's possible.
I think so.
I think 3 people just left. They're like, oh, okay. Just a couple old guys up here talking.
That's it.
Except not wearing no pants last night, Kip. Stop it!
And I truly was not wearing my pants. I was naked from the waist on down.
Yeah. 12's in there, by the way. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream.
Do you know, hey, 12, I got to ask you a question. Do you know 7 of 9?
Hold on a sec, Ben. I'm gonna give him the loud and proud tweet it out.
Go for it.
We got to be quiet for about 11 seconds.
Yeah.
It's a social media break. Go tweet out this stream on your Twitter, put it on Facebook, put it on Google+, put it on the side of an airplane, put it on the side of a building, put it on the side of a barn. I don't care where you put it. Just let the world know Green Bay Wacky is live.
I'm a cheesehead, can you dig it? Well, that's Wisconsin cheese. Can you sing it, not wing it? I tell you, it's a breeze. Go Swiss, or mozzarella, or cheddar and Colby Jack. I'm a cheesehead from Wisconsin. Hey people, that's a fact. Here it comes, the sick cheese wrap.
Pizza Mona Lisa, real style, spend a while, make you smarting up the dial, gonna go the extra mile. Cheddar, it's better than you ever ate. Go Swiss and pepper jack, hey, it all tastes great. You shred it, you get it, you grate it, I ate it, it melted, I smelt it, you dealt it, I felt it, I wrapped it, I zapped it, and trapped it, and it's gone.
I am just a cheesehead from Wisconsin. Sing it!
I am just a cheesehead from Wisconsin.
Sing it!
Lots of cheese that we eat, like ricotta and a body, and it's blue just for you, and Gouda that's so good. We got better, it's better. Monster, it's a monster. Asiago, provolone, parmesan, so you know so many flavors in our cheese. Cause I'm saying that it's absurd. I promise that we're not. There's just so many cheese words.
I am just a cheesehead from Wisconsin. Sing it!
I am just a cheesehead from Wisconsin.
Sing it!
I am just a cheesehead from I'm just a cheesehead from Wisconsin. Just a cheesehead from Wisconsin.
Sing it!
I am just a cheesehead from Wisconsin. Cheesehead from Wisconsin. I'm just a cheesehead from Wisconsin. I am just a cheesehead from Wisconsin.
Sing it!
I am just a cheesehead from Wisconsin.
Fire up the mics. Back to being boring.
Dave, we're not boring. We're really dull.
We're really dull.
Yeah.
We're really dull. Southern Belle is leaving already. It was quick. Rebecca's Realm, how you doing? Kel's fam. Lisa
Kel's fam,
Gibson
how you
is
doing?
Still here. Tanya Ray is here too.
Oh God.
What?
I still didn't get the answer from 12 if they knew 7 of 9.
Oh, they didn't get it probably.
Oh, okay. Did I read your message? Yeah, that name's already taken in Australia by a very big YouTuber, Phil Dog. So, yeah, I'm not going to go there.
He's gigantic. I'm actually. It's hard for me to be in the presence of this YouTuber up here. He's got 36 million followers now, and you know, it's hard. It really is hard.
It is. Joyce Hunter, it's always a good time when you got Green Bay Wacky and Cab 7 on the panel. What you saying?
Alyssa Paris Rock fam.
Like bingo numbers?
Alyssa Paris Rock fam's in the chat, Ben. Alyssa.
Yeah,
Alyssa Paris Rock fam's out there right now.
yeah, I know. I see that.
How you doing, Alyssa?
Alyssa, it's always good to see you, girl.
Tanya Ray's throwing you some sunflower seeds.
Tanya, thank you. You're beautiful. Thank you.
Lori Johnson's out in the chat. How you doing, Lori? 42 up in the house on a Friday morning. Bunch of insomniacs that can't sleep. Now let's see. It'd be 11:30 over on the West Coast, 2:30 on the East Coast. Marika Pedro. I put up your Green Bay Wacky Moist earlier, the one that we missed from last night. That was awesome. Cyborg Tech's in the house.
Marika, it's good to see you, girl. Cyborg, how you doing, buddy?
What's going on out on YouTube land? Anything we should know about? Anything you want to talk about? Let us know. We
Yeah.
love material from the audience.
What is that?
Don
Oh.
Den fam, how you doing?
Oh. I'll give you purple hearts.
It's all right. He's talking to himself. He does answer sometimes. I just kind of let it slide. You know it, Alyssa. We love you. It's going to be an Aussie takeover here pretty soon. Phil Dogs is here. Alyssa's here. Pretty
Alyssa
soon.
and Phil Dogs are our two favorite Australian YouTubers.
Yeah. Patricia Angel's in the house.
How you doing, Patricia Angel?
Rebecca's Realm. I've got a 20-minute crash course in OBS. It's in my playlist. Tutorials. You might want to watch it. It might help you out a lot. Some people have said it's the best video on YouTube about OBS. They really have something.
Green Bay Wacky's got a 20-minute crash course if you want to go out there, and a lot of people are bragging about it. Just saying.
Francis Urban Spirits Vlogs is headed over, Mary Neal says.
Francis, oh, she's getting done with her live stream early.
Ah,
Wow.
she's a heading over.
Yeah.
44 in the house. Friday morning. We
I've got
appreciate-
47, Dave. 47.
Wow. It's growing.
48.
It's like a
They're coming
snowball
over from
going
France.
downhill.
I think what she did is she said, hey, Green Bay Wacky's live, go over and support our friend Green Bay Wacky.
Ah, she might
Yeah.
have. Chris White in the house. Good to see you, Chris.
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Wow. Davros Von Scaro. Good morning, North Nottingham Paranormal Investigators. How is your day going? Mrs. Green Thumb's in the house. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Seamstress. Seamstress is here. Welcome to the stream.
Seamstress, love you, girl.
We met her in real life. If you want to see the beautiful seamstress, go over to June Gall's channel and watch her epic walk for life. You will actually see the seamstress in real life. I'm sorry, you can't hide your beauty, my dear.
You are absolutely beautiful. And listen, Seamstress, Dave talks about you day and night.
She pinched my cheek.
Oh, she was pinching more than just that cheek.
She pinched that cheek. We've got Lady MC is going to bed. Sleep well. Thanks for coming through the stream.
It was nice meeting you, lady.
Oh, always Mrs. Green Thumb. Mrs. Green Thumb's cool. 50 in the house. Holy crap. Whoa. Now remember, it's an OBS stream. There's always a chance of a crash. Remember, if it disconnects, refresh, hang in the chat. We'll be back in 45 seconds. We've gone almost all week without any OBS crashes, so knock on wood.
How you doing there, Divine K. Raven? Always good to see you.
Oh, Cab. Let's
Yeah.
do it. You gotta stand still for a minute.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. You know it.
Yeah, I know.
Here it comes.
Oh, yay.
Cab 7 is being transformed into a cheesehead from Wisconsin. There he is. I am just a cheesehead from Wisconsin. That's right. We are both cheeseheads from Wisconsin. That's right there. I think I should do the show like this. I love it. I love it. I can just hide in the cheesehead. That's right.
Yeah.
I've got it almost perfect. My mouth is actually moving. Welcome to the Friday morning stream at Green Bay Wacky. Oh my goodness, it's perfect almost. But I can't hold the pose. It's too hard. It's too hard to stay still. Amy O'Lear's out there. Good morning.
He's been out there for a while.
Oh,
Yeah. So I'm so sorry.
holy
anyway.
crap. Scared the shit out of me.
Now what? What paranormal activity is going up inside that garage?
Huge explosion like thunderstorm.
Oh, are you supposed to have rain tonight?
Oh, it's pouring out there. I just heard it coming down.
Oh, okay.
Wow, it's just like wow out there.
I hope you don't lose your power, man.
That would suck, actually.
Yeah, it would.
That would suck. There's 51 people in the house that want to be entertained.
Well, go ahead and entertain. I'm watching and I'm waiting.
I'm trying to get funny. I'm trying.
Okay.
Wow, you can hear it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I can't hear it, man.
Well, yeah, because you're not here in the garage.
Why don't you open up your garage door?
Smash that like button. No, it's too late at night. I don't want to make, the neighbors hear me. Oh yeah, Pterodactyl Dance Challenge is on. Only a few people have taken me up on it yet. Someone's gonna do it again. We're up to about 7 people that have done it, maybe roughly.
That's pretty good.
I'm telling you. Here. This is the dance. Here, I'm going to play it for him real quick. It's only going to take about 20 seconds. Here it comes. Pterodactyl dance. Don't worry, I'm only going to go one time through. Let me find it. Here it goes.
Oh, man.
Pterodactyl dance. Rawr! 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 Pterodactyl dance. 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 Rawr! Rawr! Rawr!
You lied to your boss at work, and he found out and caught you in that lie. You know what that means? You're totally screwed! 6 o'clock Sunday night. Everything's looking great. You're watching football. But there's your wife glaring at you. Oh no! It's your anniversary. You are totally screwed! Now you're walking your dog. And there's a big green yard. And your dog takes a dump. A big dump. A really big dump. A big juicy dump. But you don't have a poop bag. No poop bag. None at all. You know what that means? You are totally screwed!
What? Oh, I thought you were playing another song.
I did. And now we got
Ghost
trouble.
Mafia. Ghost Mafia.
Ghost
Trouble.
Mafia.
Trouble.
Todd says totally screwed. Tanya Ray, you like that? How you doing, Ghost?
Good.
Yes, Todd. No poop bag. That's right. No poop bag at all.
Oh.
You're totally screwed. Come on, everyone say that. Totally screwed. Hey, Joanna Bora Quala Italiana in the chat.
How do you say her middle name?
Well, she doesn't, I say Bora Quala Italiana. I think that's pretty close.
Hey, Mrs.
How do you
Green.
get close from all that? Like, that's a lot of syllables to just get close.
She never
Just saying.
gives me any grief. Mrs. Green Thumb
Hey,
was
Joanna.
say-
See, that's how I get away with it. I go Joanna B. Italiana.
Actually,
I
I
should
think
have-
it's Bora Quay. I think it's Bora Quay Italiana. I think we went over that one night. I think it's Quay.
It took us like a half an hour to try to figure it
I
out.
remember that, actually.
Yeah.
Gail B's in the house. Good to
Wait,
see
wait, wait,
you.
wait, wait. I just saw something, Ghost Mafia. What the hell was that?
What?
So what?
What the hell was that?
What?
A yawn?
He was like,
Did
I
he
was like-
really? It's
I was
only-
actually in bed and I got back up.
Aaron Eberhardt's in the chat.
I was laying in bed watching Into the Storm, and Lady Swan had fell asleep. I was like, oh, I'm going to get up. I need a cigarette anyways.
Yeah.
Marika, Pedro, much love to you, girl.
She said just say Joanna. That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm always trying to give channel credit to people. I've always said that. When you read comments in the chat, read their channel name. Why not?
I like to try to claim victory when trying to call out someone's name. I want to know that I got it right, and I will spend a half an hour on trying to figure out how to say a person's name. Huh.
Man, we got a big storm outside.
You guys got storms going through there? Let's see, we haven't had any storms here today.
I'm going to try this new freedom for Joanna since she said shorthand.
Hello, Joanna. Joanna. There's a song, Joanna. Wait, how does that go? Joanna, we love you.
Remember that song? Come on, you're a DJ, Ghost. Remember that song?
There's so many female name songs.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we're just hanging out, being silly. Chris White, I'm a cheesehead from New Zealand. I love it. Stormy weather. I don't know that song, actually. Divine K. Raven's in the chat.
Yeah, she's been here for a while.
Really? I screwed the pooch on that one?
Yeah, that's like 3 names now that you've screwed the pooch on.
Is OG sleeping, Ghost?
Oh yeah. OG is definitely sleeping.
It's big people time now.
That's right.
BK is in the chat. Good morning, BK.
Morning, BK.
A good crowd in here. 52 up in the house.
Yep.
Thanks for hanging out with us. You could be anywhere on planet Earth, and you're choosing to spend it with us. That was the worst decision in your life you could make. I'm sorry. Sorry. That wasn't a good plug for the show, though, Ben. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, PewDiePie ended his stream like 4 hours ago, something like that. So
He went live tonight?
You're good.
PewDiePie went live?
I don't know.
I thought you were serious.
Cracking a joke.
Oh.
I've been taking Green Bay Wacky lessons, and they don't seem to be paying off.
You know, I wanted to talk to you about that, Ghost. Those comedy lessons. Remember it was buy 10 get 4 free. The check did bounce though. I might have to cut you off on those lessons. I'm sorry. I mean, I thought it was a good price. It was only $9,000. I mean,
holy crap, man!
I gave him $1,000 off. It was $10,000 for the course.
And you only charged me $14.99. What the hell?
Well, he promised. The reason I cut him some slack on that $1,000, he said the next grandkid's middle name would be Wacky. So.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh my God, that made him laugh, actually made Ghost laugh, for real. I love it. Fernando Romero says, I'm always too stoned, LOL. Well, this show will fit right in perfect for you. So what's going on in YouTube land? Anything new in YouTube land today, Ghost?
No, we had our EVP show earlier. We had a lot of activity going on in the show tonight.
Over at Brian's place.
Oh yeah. Well, even with me, like halfway through, all of a sudden I just got this like headache behind my eye. Like you ever get those like tension headaches or whatever they are?
Oh, yeah.
And it was during the stream. I couldn't attribute it to anything paranormal, but after we ended the stream, it seemed to ease up and go away.
Huh.
So I was like, I don't know if that was an attack or what, but it's possible.
Do I have to look over my shoulder right now? We've had sometimes these paranormal things seem to transfer to this garage. By the way, Susie T06 and Sizzling Slot Jackpots, hello. Sorry.
Like there was this fog, you could see it on the screen. There was this like fog started forming in Brian and JoJo's kitchen, and then they had like a plate slide across the table and
on camera.
No, it was in the kitchen. You could hear it sliding across the table, and Brian's going, that plate just slid across the table by itself. But yeah, wow. we had some activity going on over there. It was crazy.
Wow.
It got a little insane. We actually ended the stream early because it was affecting a lot of people.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, Todd says it was very interesting, Ghost Mafia. He must have seen it.
Yeah, well, JoJo was talking about how she's getting cleansed to try to take whatever attachment she has away, and then having the house, cleared. And as soon as she mentioned that, things started happening.
Wait a minute. Mary Neal is saying you could see the fog on the camera.
Yeah, you could.
Little MS Goth, by the way, hello. Good
Little
to see
MS
it.
Goth, how are you?
Yeah, that was tonight, apparently, Joy Sumter, so you could watch the replay. Was that on your
Yes.
channel?
That was on Brian's channel tonight.
Brian's Paranormal, okay.
Yep. Yeah, it got interesting real quick.
How long was the fog on camera for?
It was there for a good while. Cab, you were lurking there, wasn't you? I tried to debunk it. I was like, is there something on your camera lens? She's like, no, because
I thought it was cigarette smoke.
Yeah, but they don't smoke inside the house.
Oh.
Their landlord don't allow them to smoke inside the house.
Divine K.
So it's
Raven,
like-
that's why I'm using the white sage incense sticks in my room and sage the phone and headphones. Oh, Davros says he was lurking, so he must have saw it.
Yeah, it was.
How you doing, Beth?
It was interesting. At one point, it looked like there was like a shadow figure forming in the fog. It was real, like 8 feet tall, kind of like shadow figure that was starting to show up.
By the way, Josh Hahn, welcome to the stream, by the way. The song Joanna that I was talking about, Joanna, I love, by Kool and the Gang. Yes. Round of applause for that. And it was one of their worst songs. I'm sorry. It's so boring. I'm sorry. I love Kool and the Gang. But
Good morning, TCTV.
TCTV.
I was actually waiting for Green Bay Wacky to start singing. I'm gonna take you by the hand and make and Joanna. But that was Amanda. I figured he'd just mix up the two songs.
I'm gonna take you by the hand, make you understand, Amanda. That was Boston, wasn't it?
Yeah.
One of their worst songs also. So tonight we're going to do the worst songs of some of my favorite artists. Songs that never should have been made. Never. You know what song I hate? And I love John Waite. I hate that song, Missing You. Missing You, Missing You. You know that song? That was a huge hit.
I'm still missing you. Yeah.
Oh, and the other one I hate,
no.
and I love Journey, I love Steve Perry, but oh, Sherry, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I hate that song. Another big hit. Should have been gone.
Knowing how made you feel, never should have been gone.
Oh my goodness.
I actually like that song.
So do I.
I like the
hate
beginning
that
to that song. That was like,
Wow.
that was kind of epic, actually.
My
Yeah.
favorite song of his they did solo that I absolutely love is Foolish Heart. I need a love that's strong. I'm so tired of being alone. Foolish Heart. Remember that song?
God, I hated that
I
song.
love that song. But oh, Sherry, man. Oh, it's like torture to the ears.
What was this? Bruce Springsteen came out with one called 57 Channels and Nothing On. And that was like when cable just took off. So 57 channels was like a lot of channels. Now you could be like 599 channels and nothing on. It doesn't fit like that. It's kind of like buying a PC in 1990 and 3 years later it was so obsolete that it was irrelevant.
Mary Neal doesn't like it either. Little MS Goss says, I love that one. I got the CD in front of me now. And BK, this is why I'm laughing. Justin Bieber never should be made at all. But I remember the other night, I forget where it was, someone was asking Cab about Justin Bieber. He's like, who's Justin Bieber?
Ugh. No, I looked him up on the internet. It's like, wow, looks like he's had a lot of problems.
Oh my goodness, that kid got discovered on YouTube.
Well, hey, listen, now, I've said it before, you never know. Someone's might notice you on YouTube, wherever you might be.
I keep crossing my fingers, no one's noticed me yet.
Well, because I'm paying them good not to notice you.
Just remember,
Just remember, if you're a television network owner, you have deep pockets, you can hire me. 10th of the salary of Howard Stern, roughly. Maybe a 20th. Actually, it's negotiable. Just contact me private email. Thanks, television network producers.
Now, see, in the old days, when you were a great drummer, you used to mention the people on the panel with that. Now it's just you. It's all about you now.
I wanted to rile you up.
You bitch.
Yeah. There you go. Beth Plant is out in the chat. Beth Plant, welcome to the Green Bay Wacky live stream. Sponsored by Folgers Coffee.
Beth was in that stream earlier, too. She's seen some of that stuff going down.
Hey, Dave, if anything, you just made up with me by putting that out there. Thank you.
Yeah.
You could have said Cameron's, but you said Folgers. I appreciate it.
I know. Clayton Irish Vlogs is here, too. Good morning, Clayton Irish Vlogs. And Michael Dunn.
The Character Cab 7 has been brought to you in part by Coca-Cola.
Oh, yeah.
Have a Coke and a smile.
You're damn right.
It's funny because we keep, new people keep coming in, but the number stays the same. That means people are leaving. They're coming, they're leaving, they're coming, they're leaving, they're coming, they're leaving.
There's 2,700 live streams going on right now.
I know. I'm just funning with you guys out in the chat. Absolutely funning with you. Second time you saw me. Well, I can't remember if I said hi to you, Beth. I can't remember. It's too much hair.
Beth's been here for a while, Dave.
Okay.
Hey, Michael Dune, how you doing?
I called him Dunn. Is it Dune?
I just say Dune because it looks like Dune.
Oh, jeepers.
It'd be Dune if it minus one of the ends.
Free Spirits Living is in here. BK, I have a YouTube channel. I'll hire you, but I can't pay. Sounds. I'm interested. No.
Yes, Alyssa, I did get all those pics, and I'll probably use a couple of those pics Sunday on the show. New show.
Oh yeah, tell everyone in the chat about the new show on Sunday. Go ahead, plug it.
Yeah, so
plug
Sunday night after The Walking Dead, myself, Lou Rock, and Brian's Paranormal are airing a pilot episode of a new show that we've come up with, where we highlight other paranormal researchers' findings, their photographs, and we'll pull them up on the screen and take a look at them, see what we see. If we can debunk it, we can go that route. If we see something that we can't explain, we'll point it out, highlight it, things like that. And it's a way to get your findings out there, put them up on the show. And we've already got the hashtag set up. You can send your photos to hashtag scariest catch, all one word, on Twitter. So Sunday night after The Walking Dead.
And it's another mental breakdown on my part, but it's still on sale. Look at this. Look what I got tonight.
Is that cherry Coke? Oh, that's gross.
Oh, yeah.
There's only one way to do cherry Coke, and that's and I only know of one restaurant that does it this way.
I know what you're going to say. Grenadine.
Denny's restaurant. You order the Coke and have them put the cherry grenadine in it, and it's awesome.
Yep. Oh, there's Frances Urban Spirit Vlogs. How you doing, Frances?
Dave, she's been here for about an hour and 15 minutes.
Thanks.
It's like having an original 1950s soda fountain Coca-Cola cherry Coke. It really is. It's awesome.
Little M's Goth, Cab 7. Just curious, do you chase your Folgers with Coca-Cola or the other way around? It depends on how thirsty I am, I suppose.
The real Brooklyn's out there, by the way. Welcome to the stream. Someone had mentioned that they tried Mountain Dew and coffee because I had drank that on my stream the other day accidentally. I missed your comment. I apologize for that. The Pterodactyl dance, Little MS Goth. Do one. Do it, Little MS Goth. Get one out there. Nope, no cherry Coke. That messes it all up. Coke, plain, just Coke.
That's
Sorry,
right.
I'm doing cherry
Classic Coke. Original
It's
Coke.
classic. It's just got cherry flavor added.
That's not classic.
It's
It
got.
needs to be in a glass bottle. That's even better.
Oh, I used to love those other machines where they come out on the rollers.
Oh,
You know what I want? And I haven't had one in a while. They used to have the Coke floats.
Oh,
You
yeah.
take the ice cream and the Coke, and those are good.
you get those at Woolworths or the 88-cent store.
Sorry, Francis. Coke's stealing my heart lately at Walmart. They're on sale. I'm sorry. Pepsi is not on sale. This is 25 plus 38. 63 cents less. I'm sorry. No, 38, 48, 50. Yeah, 63 cents less. Sorry.
See, this is the way it's supposed to be, Dave, okay? Now, I don't care what price Pepsi is. I don't care if it's free. I'm still going to pay the money for the Coca-Cola. Sorry.
Skate, man. I'm a
But
miser.
I'm dedicated. I'm dedicated.
Lori Johnson, you know my ShopRite didn't have pumpkin spice coffee creamer this year. I was ticked off. Hashtag boycott. Okay. Lori Johnson, I guess we're going to have to boycott ShopRite. They don't have pumpkin spice creamer.
You guys still have ShopRites? Man, I haven't seen ShopRite around here in years and years and years. We used to have like ShopRite, Hills Department Store, Ames. All those places are gone.
Guess what I saw the other day? I was shocked. This a week or two back, I was out driving somewhere. I forget. I saw a video rental store. I was shocked. Like, it was part of a convenience store. I went in for gas. Half of it, they still had VHS tapes for rent. Might be making a comeback. I don't know. I was shocked. Mary Neal, I had a Coke at 8 o'clock thinking a Cab 7 was going live, but he didn't. Yeah, he didn't go live tonight. I mean, he deserves a night off.
Yeah, a little break.
Yeah, Todd, Ames. Ames was the store. I can remember going into Ames and buying 45s. The records.
Oh, I thought you meant guns. I'm like,
No, 45 records. I can remember going in there and buying records at 45.
okay. There is still one in Leavenworth, Kansas. That's where I saw it. That's what it was. When I was visiting June Gall. I stopped into that store. That's where
What?
it was. Yeah,
What?
the video store.
You stopped into the video store to rent out a video on the way to June Gall's?
Little MS Goth.
Were you in the adult section, Green Bay?
Yeah,
No.
Tell us the truth. Tell us the truth.
No, I didn't rent the video. I just saw him and was shocked.
It's cheaper to go to the video store than to order it on the TV at the hotel room, isn't it?
He went into that video store and he went to the slut snooper section.
two Cab 7s in one cup. But anyway. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Smash that like button, guys. We got Ghost Mafia up here, Cab 7, 2 great channels to be subscribed to. And Green Bay Wacky, of course, as well.
You know what it is, Cab. He went to the video store and rented a VHS. That way it wouldn't show up on his credit card statement.
That's true.
I've got a lot of VHS tapes. I'll bet I've got 1,000 of them still. I still like to watch them.
Let's see. He does. I agree. He does deserve a break. It's okay. I was just teasing him. Everyone needs a break from things. I so understand, Cap. So, hey, I appreciate it, Mary. Yeah. Back on schedule tomorrow.
Michael Dunn's got to take off. Having a good night. And Alex
Michael-
Radford is coming in. So we got one leaving, one, coming.
You have a good night there, Michael. Okay. Thanks for dropping in.
Hey, Ghost is ignoring me. What I missed.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I think she said hi to you and you didn't say
Wait
hi
a minute.
back.
Did we say hi to Unique Customs Kiwi 666?
Yes.
Oh, she said, "How are you feeling?" I'm doing all right, Francis. Sorry, I missed the comment.
Dave, you were making a comment about the 666 part of it, remember?
666, I said, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Your mom was rushed to the hospital. Prayers for Unique Customs Kiwi, actually.
History to Mystery, Nations 13 said, hello, Brother Dave.
And we just found out that's Kevin the Fam.
Kevin,
Oh, is that who that?
We
Okay.
just found that out the other night in the live stream. I'm getting used to it.
see, and I forgot all about that.
Well, that's why I'm
It's
here.
going
to
to take
keep
me a
you-
while to get used to that channel now.
I'm a plethora of information here, Ben.
I was trying to figure out who it was because I seen the hashtag 13. I was like, wait a minute, who's rocking? That's one I don't know. What?
Dave, what is a plethora?
A plethora, like a lot.
No, there's a word that
That's a
sounds almost
plethora.
like that.
Plethora.
I
I like to say a plethora. Some people say niche. Some people say niche. You say potato. I say
A
potato.
plethora? It sounds like a woman's body part that you shouldn't be talking about.
It's true. It's true.
I'm just saying.
Then there's creek, and then there's crick.
Right.
Yep. Rebecca's. Hey, wait a minute. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness. We got 5, 6, 6 new Green Bay Wacky Moist. Hold on a sec, guys.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're going to have to jump over there.
I hope there's no pictures of the plethora in
No
there.
plethora.
God, let's hope not.
This is the hashtag, guys. Green Bay Wacky Moist. We do it every show. Hashtag Green Bay Wacky Moist. Send your crazy pictures. Here's our new entries. Let's start. What do we got? Rebecca's Realm. Love it. Cute. Give you a heart. Let me close it. Get you a heart there. And next we've got Rebecca's Realm again. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Thank you. Let me get you a heart there. Zach Sanford throwing us a screenshot of me being the cheesehead. I love it, Zach. And another one with Ben being the cheesehead. I love it. And then Aniki sent one where I'm the cheesehead. We got a running theme here. And then Aniki sent a beautiful first snow angel of the season. Wow.
Yeah, she was supposed to get snow there last night.
Well,
Sure
they
did.
got
I seen she did a video earlier today, but I was taking a nap when she did it, I guess.
Wow.
I
Round of
missed it.
applause for those. Just having fun, taking pictures, watching your stream. Kels and I playing around watching Green Bay Wacky. I didn't read the attached messages there. Thank you guys for those. Absolutely awesome. Back to the Zoom room. That was cool. Wow, that was a pretty good dose of hashtag Green Bay Wacky Moist.
Shit, now I'm in the mood for M&Ms.
Yeah.
Damn. Mary Neal, ask what I told Green Bay, the message I sent about, don't forget about what your wife, so it falls under you and Marlo. Have seventh family first.
Ask what I told Green Bay, the message I sent about don't forget about your wife.
Whose wife?
My wife.
Oh, your wife.
Yeah, I think it was like this, make sure you spend time with your wife kind of message.
Oh,
Cream soda is not new in America, Phil Dogs. It's actually very old. It's one of my favorite sodas, actually. I love cream soda. I think that's what Mary Neal's talking about. I can't remember the exact message, but...
huh.
Well, we do spend a lot of time on YouTube, Ben.
That's what I'm talking about.
But we're entertainers. That's what we do. We entertain, and you laugh, and, that's what
I
we
have
do.
not laughed yet, Dave.
There, I laughed for you. Sorry, I could spontaneously combust on one of those.
That's true.
I could.
We did talk about that last night.
We did, actually.
Yeah?
Spontaneous human combustion.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to bed. All right, Francis, you have a good night, all right?
Okay,
Night, Francis.
Francis.
Much love.
Francis Urban Spirit Vlogs, thanks for coming through the stream. Yeah, I don't think Ghost was up here when we talked about that, though, were you?
No.
What do you think, Ghost? Do you think it's true, or do you think it's anything documented that maybe...
He froze up, Dave.
Yeah, he did. He did freeze. That's rare. Ghost hasn't frozen in a long time.
I kind of like him that way.
Wait a minute. Let me get him before he comes back. Hold on. I got this. Oh, this is going to be quick. I got to do it fast. Oh, hurry. Hurry. There we go. Ghost Mafia Cheesehead while he's frozen. Ghost Mafia Cheesehead. This was a gift, by the way, people from Ghana channel that gave it to me as a gift. Yeah, Ghost froze. That's really bizarre. No blowing up on stream, Rebecca's Realm says.
Picture Wacky in Grandma's house coat.
Mary Neal, yes, it is Green Bay. You was on talking about you was needing to spend time with your wife and your daughter. Went to college, so that's why. Yep.
Todd, listen. Could you imagine Green Bay Wacky in Grandma's bikini?
Wow. Now, check this out, though. Think about this. If I spontaneous combust on stream, it's sure to go viral. My wife will be set for life. It'll be like 28 billion views. So there's an advantage to spontaneous combustion on a live stream. I see a definite advantage. My family would be well provided for, I think.
God.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Sorry, history to mystery.
You know, I bet you would look good in a Walmart moo-moo.
What is a moo-moo?
You don't know what a moo-moo is?
No.
My mom used to wear moo-moos all the time. They're great for the gently rounded sized woman, full-figured woman. Yeah,
Is
it's
it
a
a
moo. It's like a house dress.
Oh, that's a moo-moo. Okay.
A beautiful flower pattern all over it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
You don't have to wear underwear with it. I mean, it's perfect.
Oh, jeepers. 12 says, damn, LOL. Seamstress, Mary Neal, I told them both the same advice, face to face. They know. I know the seamstress. I know, but it's hard sometimes. It's hard.
What?
You
What
trying
are
to
you talking about?
trying to grow your channel, be on YouTube a lot, and it's always
Oh.
family first, but sometimes it's YouTube first. That's true. I'll admit it.
Tony Raptor and our Walmart, they sure do. I love those moo dresses.
Hey, Tony Raptor, South San Francisco. How you doing? San Francisco. Wait, no, it's Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat. Why is Rice-A-Roni the San Francisco treat? Like I couldn't eat it in Wisconsin or what? Look at the look on Ghost.
Why do they call it minute rice if it takes 20 minutes to cook it?
Hey, why do you park on the driveway and drive on the parkway?
I remember the first time I cooked rice in my first apartment. I knew nothing about rice. Family size bag, I put half of it into the pot. Half the bag. And I put the water in well over the top. And so I let it sit there for about a half an hour, boiling and snapping and cracking and all that. And I walked away for a while. I forgot that I had rice on the stove, and I come back and I had rice all over the stove, all over the kitchen floor. And it was burnt on the bottom.
I'm looking for a picture. I don't, shoot, I don't know where it is. Oh yeah, there it is. I got it. Check this out. Look at this picture I'm going to put up right now, Ben.
Matt, I was
Okay.
just trying to tell my life story, my rice story, and you didn't say nothing about it. You just moved on, rolled right over me. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was reading something in the chat. They asked you if you had a moo-moo.
Listen, I wore a moo in Walmart and a wig because they were both there. And why did I do it? Because I can. And I did not get in trouble. I walked around Walmart in a moo and one of their wigs.
Well, I don't know if this
I'm willing to do anything.
I don't know if this is going to count as a moo-moo or not, but I'm going to see where it gets me here. Just give me a sec here. Give me a minute. I'm getting to it. Here we go. You're going to have to look on this on the feed, the playback.
Jeez. What are you doing?
You'll see.
Are we all waiting, or am I just waiting?
Right here.
We're all waiting.
It's coming. Wait for it. Okay, now I got to bring it. There we go.
Okay, now we got to wait out the delay.
Okay, there it is.
Oh, Divine, K. Raven, we're all awesome together.
Here's my picture. You got to look on the feed.
What's that from?
That's me.
When?
I tweeted that out.
Oh, you just did that yesterday?
No, about, I don't know, a month or two ago. I grabbed one of my wife's dresses and put it on.
Dave, I'm starting to get worried about you. You've been wearing dresses a lot lately.
You know, I seen that one stream where, matter of fact, wasn't it the same time that Lou Rock had his romper on, and Green Bay put on a dress that day?
Yeah. I've got my Davina, too.
You had great looking breasts in that dress.
Okay, I'll get that one, too. Here, I'll grab
I mean,
that one.
you did. You had some very fine breasts.
Okay, I think I can find it.
And the black dress was actually pretty slimming on you. I'll give you that.
I'll find it. I think I got it. That was
at least 150 pounds.
That was Davina. I think I got that one, too. the links I'll go to entertain the audience. I mean, there are no boundaries. Well, there's some boundaries.
It was about entertaining the audience, Cap.
I know. He's trying to help. He's trying to hide his true self.
I'm looking for it. I think I got it here. I just saw it. Where is it? Oh, I just saw it. Gotta find it, though. It was a screenshot. I'm gonna find this. Gotta look hard, though. I gotta look
now,
hard.
Lou Rock, that was stunning. That was hot. I would date him. Hell yeah. He looked great in that black dress.
I just saw it. It's gotta be here.
Well, apparently it wasn't that.
There it is.
Oh, okay.
Here it comes. Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. There it is.
I don't see it.
Look on the feed. It's coming.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
That was my breastulence.
Now Cab froze up. Oh, there he is. He's back now.
is there any way that you can expand that picture of your breast?
Yeah. I could put it on a different screen, but I just chose to put it on this one here. I'll make it large. Here it is. Look at that.
That's not expanding your breast.
I can't expand the breasts. I thought they were pretty big to begin with.
They looked real, man. They did. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Wow.
Wow. Tweet it out, guys. Tell people if you want to see Green Bay Wacky dressed as a woman. Come on over.
You look like a cantaloupe garden wearing that.
Oh, my goodness. You ever put a dress on, Ghost?
Nope.
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 Phil Dogs, I do not like Pepsi. I am not a supporter of Pepsi, so the answer to that is no.
Look at Tony Raptor, South San Francisco. Scary dude. What was that stream? Why was I dressed up like that? What were we doing?
That was Lou Rock hit at 10K and said he would dress like a girl for 10K.
Yeah.
And you were about to hit a milestone as well. So you said, well, hell with it. I'll do it too.
Yeah,
was
well,
that
he
wait,
did
was that
say-
20K? 20 or 10?
I want to say that was his 20K.
20K,
And
okay.
yours was
On his
what?
30K, he's going to wear a bikini. I think Dave said he's going to wear a bikini on his 10 or what? His 7,000?
Actually, I said I'd wear a bikini when I hit 7,000 subscribers, but Lou, I think you said he was going to do the Brazilian wax at 30K.
That's right. That's right.
30K, he's going to do the
And
Brazilian.
he wants me to come to his house and do that Brazilian wax.
Mabel and me, night all. Was Mabel and me there and I didn't say hi? Sorry, Mabel and me.
Todd says, just want to get with me when you get ready to pressure wash the house. You know what? I'm probably going to hold off till spring because the outside water spigot on the house does not work. I got to replumb a new water spigot. I've already picked out where I'm going to put it and everything and tie it into the lines right behind the washer and all that. So I'll probably wait till spring. That way I ain't got to worry about the pipes freezing in the wall or anything like that.
Alex Radford is back in the chat, and I've got something of Alex's. I think I got it
Isn't
right
Alex
here.
Radford that singing guy, or he plays like a guitar or something like that?
Yep, and I'm going to drop a link in the chat, guys. He did a heavy metal version of Pterodactyl Dance, and you can see it right here. And then Rebecca's Realm and Marika Pedro, their channels have Pterodactyl Dance videos. All you gotta do is type into YouTube, hashtag Green Bay Wackies with an S, Pterodactyl Dance Challenge, and you can see their videos. They're starting to accumulate. There's 3 of them already. I think that's pretty good. Thanks, 12. You like that? Yeah. How long do I gotta leave me up there with the breastulence?
Oh, you take that down, Dave. That's a terrible picture of you.
You need to be talking to the hairdresser. You need some color.
Oh, seriously.
I love this one, though, where I put my wife's dress on with a belt, and I've got Crocs and pajamas on, a Hawaiian lei, and a red, hat. I thought it was brilliant.
That's what look. That's the only way you're going to get laid wearing Crocs.
Oh, my goodness.
I gotta say that belt that you're wearing is very thin belt. It makes the rest of you look. Never
I
mind.
would love to get sponsored by Crocs. I will promote their shoes. Look at that. That's all I wear. Crocs all the time. Constantly.
Oh.
And this one has the strap, too, to, you know. No Crocs fans here?
Nike.
Hold on,
Skechers.
just a second here. Wow. Wow. A lot of rain. A lot of rain. Todd, you're awesome, Alex Radford says. He wears Crocs when his toenails need painted.
Ugh.
Me, it's the only shoe I can really walk in. See, Beth Plant, there's some Crocs fans out there. Come on, let's see your sorry-ass shoe, Ben. What are you wearing? I'm a Crocs guy. Let's see.
I bet you my shoes are cheaper than yours too.
Yeah, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing canvas shoes.
Canvas shoes?
Yeah,
Canvas.
canvas.
Canvas, okay.
Yeah, my dad used to wear them, and I said I would never wear them because they were ugliest damn thing on the planet. That's when I was about 15, 16 years old, and we were getting them at Kmart because there was no Walmart.
Attention, blue light Kmart shoppers. Attention, Kmart shoppers. There's a blue light special flashing at the front of the store. Our deli ham sandwiches, normally $3.99, are now on sale just $1.99.
I can remember when Kmart's had the delis in them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the blue light special was awesome. You're out there shopping and the big loudspeaker goes off. Attention, Kmart shoppers.
I can remember going to Kmart's and testing tubes for televisions.
Yeah, we used to go to there was a
They had the Zenith section back
Yes.
there. They had the tube tester and everything. You could take your tubes in, make sure your tubes were good for your old
God,
school
those were good old
televisions.
days, you know?
Oh, yeah, and I was a kid and I tinkered with them, and it was so exciting when you took an old TV that wouldn't work. You went and bought the tube for like $5, popped it in, and the TV came back to life, and you're like, wow, I fixed it.
Yeah, I can remember them days.
Yeah.
Oh, Rebecca's Realm worked at Kmart. Why did they switch it to the big K? I thought that was dumb. I hate that.
They
name.
shut all ours down. I think there's one left over in Little Washington, Pennsylvania, in this area.
They never, Kmart used to be the place like the Walmart where everything was cheap. Last time I went to the big K, everything was so expensive I couldn't even shop there.
Happy 31st birthday, Gemma.
That's right. It's Gemma's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy
Today?
birthday, girl.
Yep.
Yeah.
And JoJo Walker's going to be doing a birthday stream for Gemma later on tonight. Not tonight, but,
Happy birthday to you.
Come on, Cab, get in on this.
I do that on my channel.
Okay, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to the beautiful, lovely Gemma. Happy birthday from Green Bay Wacky Ghost Mafia, Cap7, and everyone in the chat. Happy birthday to you and many more.
Many more.
Round of applause for Gemma. I didn't know it was her birthday.
I didn't know that either until right now.
I just found that out.
She's a young 31.
Yeah. Higher Truth is out there. And, Higher Truth is out there.
Yep, Higher Truth is out there. Yep.
Lindsay
Cyborg
Diane.
Tech is still out there.
Marika Pedro, Cyborg Tech.
Yeah.
And remember, guys, in the chat, I don't have the link, but click on Marika Pedro, click on Rebecca's Realm. They're in the chat. Check their channel out. They got Pterodactyl Dance Challenge. Pretty cool, actually. Pretty cool. 12. Song title, Boom. What are you wearing? Crocs or not? I love it.
Feels good, doesn't it?
It feels really good. All the bugs are falling out of it.
Oh, yeah. Get all the crumbs from the...
That's right.
Okay, I'm going to have to ask you guys to be silent. It's 1 hour, 18 minutes in. Got to do it.
Dave, don't disturb us while we're doing this.
You do that, and I'll do my veteran shout out.
We're manscaping.
Yeah, you manscape, and I'll veteran shout out. Guys, gals, if you ever come to Green Bay Wacky, you know I'm going to do this every show. Support our veterans around the world. They're my heroes. Don't let the politics of the world get in on supporting the veterans. POWs are out there that haven't come home. Send your prayers and your positive vibes. You don't have to be a believer. we want everyone to be accounted for. We want their loved ones to know what has happened and where they are. We want them all to come home. Please remember our first responders, police, fire, and EMS. You know, a lot of them, you don't realize when that police officer goes by, the ambulance, the fire truck, that could be the last call they go on. They don't know what they're getting into. Call comes in, could be their last. A lot of them are volunteers. Tell your children this. Pass this on to your children. Support our veterans. And remember our first responders. And always remember our POWs. And like I always say, Cap 7, thank you for serving, by the way. He's a veteran, Ghost Mafia, first responder. Mel Godoy in the chat. Well, I don't know if Mel's out there. I forget. Rebecca might be. But she's a veteran. Mama Rocks. So many in this community. Fireman CV. I'm the son of a vet. Not a veteran. Son of a vet. That was my dad's flag. Served beaches in Normandy. And big shout out to families that have veterans in their family. People that have served, currently serving. Some that have paid the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you, veterans.
You did mention Cyborg Tech as well, right?
Cyborg Tech, yes, he's a veteran too.
There you go.
Yes, Cyborg Tech. It's hard for me to remember all the veterans sometimes in our community. And thank you all. Thank you. And
Treat says paintings will be there Saturday.
Back to
Nice.
the Zoom room.
Thanks, Dave, for doing that. I always appreciate when you do that.
You got it, man. You guys are my heroes. I'm the daughter of a vet, married to a vet, Rebecca's Realm says. Well, that's,
Nice.
Yep, Mel Godoy.
Yep, that's right.
Animated Adventures in the chat, by the way. Thanks for coming. Yes, a lot of vets in this community, 12. Jeepers, I mean...
Mama Rock.
Mama Rock, Sniper. Oh, that's what I forgot to mention. That's all right, forgot to mention. It's no big deal. But just remember there's men and women serving for veterans.
That's right.
Forgot to mention that. Don Moody, good morning. Yeah, let's see. Mama Rock, Just in Time Prepping. Sniper Fury's a veteran. Fireman CV. Isn't Farmall Fanatic a veteran too?
ACT is a veteran.
I could be wrong in that. Is Farmall a vet?
I have no idea.
For some reason, I'm thinking he is too. Don't quote me on that, though. Yeah,
I know he's a farmer.
For some reason, I thought he was, but that's fine. Maybe some of the chat can confirm or deny it. Yes, thank you so much. Trying to think of some other ones now. All of a sudden, now my mind's racing.
Another YouTuber that I met up with here recently, a friend of mine, the Grumpy Logger. He's a vet.
Ah,
I don't know if you know who that is.
Boomer D.
Yeah, Boomer.
Yep,
Yeah,
Boomer D.
Yeah.
Joy Sumter, hats off to all those who have served and are serving. Yes. Yeah, you start talking veterans. Look at the chat. You know, I'm a son, a daughter.
Yeah. It lights up. Yeah.
It lights up. Yeah. Absolutely. Friday morning rolls on 2:30 in the morning in Wisconsin. Puts it around 12:30 on the West Coast and about 3:30 on the East Coast. 57 people up in the house. Wow. Thanks for coming. Tweet it out, guys. Let them know we're very much live. Cap 7 Ghost Mafia. Shooting the shit, just hanging out. Not doing anything in particular. Life with Linda's out there.
Life with Linda. How you doing this morning?
Time is 3:27 with the temperature outside being 49 degrees.
And tomorrow will be partly cloudy, winds at a brisk 18 miles per hour. Love it! 6:30 in Sydney, Australia. Divine K. Raven. See, I told you it's an Aussie takeover. Divine K. Raven, Phil Dogs, Liz Parrish Rock fam.
Yeah.
Actually, well, some New Zealanders here. I mean, it's not quite Aussie, but it's close, you know. Sorry.
You reminded me that the comments I got from the new viewer in Tokyo on my channel the other day. I was like, wait a minute, I'm reading through my comments and like I read it and it doesn't make sense until I see, your new friend from Tokyo, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, like show very much. Watching you all time. Your new friend from Tokyo. I was like, oh, okay, now it makes sense.
Cyborg Tech saying they want him back. And you're witnessing live mustache and beard grooming. I shaved today myself. I am smooth as a baby's bottom.
I like to get all the hairs going the same way instead of sticking up all over the face. My screen background's still on, so every time I move the comb through here, you see a skull behind it. Like, oh yeah.
Joy Sumter says, my dad was in the Army and my nephew is currently in the Army stationed in Korea. Wow.
Korea.
Gangnam Style. Whoop, 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 whoop. Gangnam Style.
I know a woman from Korea. Her name is Maria.
I don't believe you. Tony Rafter, South San Francisco says civil reservist for FEMA, 5 years, first to assist people in disaster. Awesome. Emily Elkins, good morning. This was an interesting time to drop in. Well, we're actually being pretty boring this morning, so actually I'd say hashtag kind of boring time to drop in, but no, just kidding. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. A lot of great people in here to talk to. Zach Sanford still hanging with us. By the way, let me do this real quick. We're thanking vets. Wow, there comes the rain again. I'm going to play for the mods.
Hey, if you're having fun in the Green Bay Wacky live stream, one thing that makes it work so great are the moderators, friends of mine that are blue. Check them out. Guys and gals, moderators, thanks for all you do, dropping links, keeping the peace, keeping everything flowing. Hey, I really appreciate you. That's why I made this video, to run during the live stream. Moderators, you rock. Green Bay Wacky, moderators, you rock.
I am Mr. Funky. Mr. Funky. 52 is the new 30. Mr. Funky. Mr. Funky. 52 is the new 30. Mr. Funky. Mr. Funky. I'm Mr. Funky. Mr. Funky. I'm Mr. Funky. I'm Mr. Funky. Get your groove on. Get your groove on and be like Mr. Funky. Mr. Funky. Get your funk on. Get your funk on. Get your funk on and be like Mr. Funky. I'm Mr. Funky. Mr. Funky, Mr. Funky. Yes, I'm kind of chunky. I'm addicted to being funky, just like a funky junkie. Yes, I'm kind of chunky, but I am Mr. Funky. I'm Mr. Funky. I like to wear hats cause I know where I'm at. I'm Mr. Funky, funky monkey, Mr. Funky, like a junkie, and I'm chunky. That's right, I'm chunky. Mr. Funky is in your town. Mr. Funky is funking all around. I am Mr. Funky. I am funking all around. I am funking all over the town. Funky monkey, I am I'm Mr. Funk. I'm Mr. Funk. I am funking all around. Funky, funky. Get your groove on. Get your funk on. Get your groove on. Get your funk on. Be like Mr. Funky. Maybe don't be chunky, but be like Mr. Funky. Get your groove on. Get your groove on. I am Mr. Funky. I'm Mr. Funky. I am funking all over the town. I am funking up and down. I'm Mr. Funky. I'm Mr. Funky.
I just love these sunflower seeds. I am happy as can be with my sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds. I crunch them up and spit them out. I love my sunflower seeds. Oh, my life is so happy with my sunflower seeds. My sunflower seeds. My life's so happy to be my sunflower seeds. They make me feel free. I'm free just to be like a sunflower seed. I just crunch them up and spit them out on the sidewalk of life. The sidewalk of life. I'm happy now. I'm happy now. My sunflower seeds. My life is a joy. My sunflower seeds. They bring me such joy in the morning and night. Sunflower seeds. Sing it with me. It's better than coffee. My sunflower seeds. Spit them out with me. Spit them out with me on the sidewalk of life. And crunch them up. Crunch them up. Crunch them up.
Here we are back, and we've got a bunch of new people hanging out in the chat. Let's see who's here.
There's nude people in the chat.
No, new Lou.
Oh, nude.
Lou.
I said nude.
About to join them.
Yeah, Lulu Love You's out there now. Good to see ya, fam. We've got I saw Nina Landis out there. Let's see who else is out there right now. I saw a bunch of new faces. Rich Life of Road Trips is in here. So that's 3 new ones right there. So we got at least 3 new ones. Let's see.
Deborah says, wait, you can see me?
Dr. Fish, the Fish Man, is out in the chat. How you doing, Dr. Fish? Good to see you.
Good fish. He's all the way up.
All the way up. And I'm just kind of looking. Don Broyles is out there in YouTube land. Welcome to the stream. Chris Soleil's is out there now.
Chris Soleil's, yeah.
Thank you, little MS Goth. You like those? I like to play the videos in between, the comedy skits, that kind of thing. Oh, 49! Oh, we suffered a huge catastrophic loss of viewers.
Look, my favorite one here lately has been the neighbor whose dog pooped in your yard.
Oh yeah.
I've been talking about that on live streams and everything. That's got to be one of my favorites. And for the simple fact that you did this at June Gall's house. You walked up to the door and you pounded on that door so hard I thought you was going to break the glass out of June's screen door. And I was like, June's going to kick his ever-loving ass.
You know what's great about that video when we did it? Priceless. June's dog was actually barking, made the video.
Yeah.
It made it so believable.
That's one of my favorite videos.
Dave, that's up to 542 views.
542 views.
Yep. Matter of fact, I'm going to share it back out again.
Yeah, share it again.
Put it out in the chat. There might be somebody out there that hasn't seen it yet.
But you know what's so funny about it? That was our practice video. But we ended up doing it so well. Cab looked at it. He said, "That's it. We got the shot."
That's right.
Because I stayed in character. He stayed in character.
Chihuahua. German Shepherd. Yep, that's mine. Like, oh, wow.
Now, what was funny about that, guys, we're talking about a video on Cab 7's channel that we shot at June Dolls. So when we mushed up the candy, originally it was going to be stuck to the shoe, right? And then I'm the one that said, no, there ain't no way. You ain't putting that in your mouth stuck to a real shoe. So we came up with the idea of the napkin, and it went from there.
Devereaux says, I figured it out, Ghost Mafia. With a black shirt, you look like Conan O'Brien doing the year 2000 skits. Oh, God.
Can I have Conan's salary, please? Can I get Conan's salary, please?
I hate Conan. I just,
but I want his salary.
I don't know why. I just don't like he's one of those people that I just like to just in the face for no reason at all. Like, you just want to hit him. You just like...
Rich life of road trips. I have the same thing happen. My next door neighbor craps in my yard, too. That's funny. Nina Landis just seen deer. Yeah, we got a lot of deer here. There's 6 of them today. But they always run away, they'll, We've talked about that before. It's illegal to feed the deer, right, Ben? Something like that?
I've never heard of that.
You've never heard of that? Yeah, there's some rule about feeding deer in your yard because they become dependent on it or something. You never heard of that? How about Ghost?
What is it?
Feeding deer, like it's not legal. It's against the law to feed deer or something in some areas.
Like around here, it's only it's only illegal to bait deer with feed. It's like now you can feed the deer pre-deer season, but during deer season you can't like coach them in with food. You know what I mean? You could train them all year long by getting them to come into like a salt block or something like that. But to bait them with deer, and then that's not hunting.
Oh, see, Cyborg Tech says it's illegal here where Cyborg Tech lives. Now, Lulu, love you. You might have got here late, but I thank the moderators for all that you guys are doing. Thank you again. Big shout out to the moderators. Thank you.
Yeah, see, Lulu Love You says people bait deer, but call that hunting. Yeah, that's not hunting.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of people that put in gardens will feed deer away from the garden. They'll get used to going there and getting fed and stay away from the garden.
What if I hung Cab 7 on like a fishing pole? Do you think the deer would come?
I would break the fishing pole, Dave.
By the way, Chris Soleil's saying hi to Ghost Mafia.
Who?
Chris. Soleil's
Chris. Okay.
Yep.
I thought you said Crystal. It's like, who?
Beautiful storm going in the background in Wisconsin.
I love storms. Storms are cool.
I do too.
The more lightning and thunder, the cooler they are.
They bring back memories. Me and my wife used to listen to thunderstorm CDs, candles lit, that kind of thing, romance,
Yeah, but the funny part was, why were you listening to thunderstorm videos when there was a thunderstorm actually going on?
Yeah, there you go. Lindsay Diane says salt licks. That has something to do with deer, I'm assuming.
Yeah, they'll come into salt licks. It's just like you put salt licks out for your cattle and things like that. Salt licks, mineral blocks. They have what's called apple blocks, things like that.
I've actually licked those out in the middle of cow pastures. They actually are pretty good.
Hey, it's just salt. I mean,
I've seen Cab lick windows on F-250 trucks. So
that's a fact as well. Yeah.
I wish I would have got that on film. Why does all the good stuff always when the camera's not rolling? I should have known. Keep the camera rolling when you're hanging out with Cab. Anything could happen.
You know where my sister lives? Right now it's 19 degrees.
It's what? 19?
19, yeah.
Wow. Lulu, love you. By the way, if you love animals, please check my fam's channel out. Lulu, love you. Ferrets, beautiful, cute rats, guinea pigs, dogs. If it's an animal,
love animals, especially on white bread with a little bit of cheese.
No. Cyborg Tech's a fellow window licker here.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. It's just rocks. Oh, rock salt. You mean, so deer like rock salt? You mean like the stuff?
Yeah. I mean, it's a mineral block. It's everybody needs a certain amount of salt in their system, even humans. That's why you put salt on your food.
Wow.
You'll actually, if you go without enough salt in your system, you'll actually crave salt.
Reminds me of an old Star Trek episode where the monster that wanted salt from everyone put the little suction cups on you and suck all your salt out.
Cyborg Tech, where my sister is, she lives 60 miles south, or excuse me, 60 miles north of Yellowstone Park.
Someone was saying, little MS Goth, you might attract bear. I haven't seen a bear out here in Wisconsin, not where I live anyway.
I've seen them around here. I mean, not in the city, but outside of town stuff. But we got black bear, and sometimes they don't get it that big. The females will get pretty big, especially if they have cubs and stuff, they'll get pretty big. But the males don't usually get much bigger than like a black lab dog.
Didn't we see a video when you're doing that hurricane updates with Uber? Wasn't there like a black bear trapped in a house or something? Wasn't there a black bear? For some reason I was thinking when you had that video feed running.
I'm thinking it was a zoo or something in that area that the bear was in.
Oh,
in the house.
I thought there was something in the house. I thought it was a bear.
Rich Life of Road Trip said we have bears here in North Carolina.
Todd's gonna powder his nose.
I do believe that. He watched me do that.
Yeah.
I actually used to go down to Elkins, West Virginia every second week of December every year and go down there bear hunting.
We have bear up here in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I remember that guy that filmed him all the time was on TV. He ended up ultimately getting eaten by a bear. Remember that guy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. That's sad.
Could you imagine that? I mean, being eaten alive, screaming and yelling.
Let's add to it. Let's add to the grotesqueness of it, Ben. Thank you.
Well, there was a guy, it's just an hour west of Wheeling, a place called Zanesville, Ohio, that he had an exotic animals farm. And he had lions, tigers, and bears, and monkeys, and alligators, all kinds of exotic animals. And the guy, I don't know what the story was, but he ended up killing him and letting all these animals loose and killing himself. And when the cops showed up, there was a tiger chewing on his head, and the cops had to kill like 26 animals. There was so many of them that got away that Jack Hanna was brought in to help capture some of the animals. They was transporting them to like Columbus Zoo and places like that. This has been 6 or 7 years ago, but there's videos still up on YouTube about it where that happened. And more recently, the wife, who was still around, was after that went down, Ohio pulled all the exotic animal permits in the state. And the wife has been actively trying to get the animals back, the ones that survived. I mean, could you imagine multiple sheriff's deputies showing up and having to kill a bunch of wild animals that was running around loose?
Wow. Did any of the deputies get hurt or anything?
Not that I know of, but I do know of, like, even weeks afterwards, there was one lady over in that area who thought she heard an animal on her front porch, and she thought it was the cats. She goes out there to feed the cats, and here's this Bengal tiger laying on her porch swing.
That'd be freaky.
By the way, Gail Crabtree's out there. How you doing, Gail? Good to see you, by the way. It's been a while. And I mean that in a good way, of course. Welcome to the stream.
It's been years since I've seen that.
I see Gail once in a while.
Wow.
Hey, I'm going to throw this question to you, Cab. You know more about this than me. Alex Radford, whatever happened to the stories of Yellowstone blowing? You know a little more about that Yellowstone thing, don't you?
Yeah, I've been there many times.
What's the the story is about? Lay it on them.
It's kind of like a conspiracy theory because no one really knows when it's going to blow, but they expect it to blow somewhere in time. But I don't know much else to say than that. I mean, there's that chance. There's a chance. And if it does,
and in the last year and a half, the geyser that has went off on time.
Old Faithful
for years. Old Faithful is out of sync, so it's erratic. You don't know when it's going to erupt or when it's not. Now it used to go off every day at the same time, like clockwork, for years and years and years.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the theories adding to it's getting ready. You know what I mean?
It's going to go one day, but I'm going to tell you, anything around that within 100 miles, you're dead. You're dead.
Is Yellowstone where you drive through trees or something? Like they've cut?
No, that's California.
That's Redwood Forest.
Oh, Redwood Forest. Okay.
Yeah.
So hello, Foxy Lady. Good morning, by the way. Welcome to the stream. Guys, you can still tweet it out and let them know we're very much live. Share it on social media, put it on airplanes, all that fun stuff. So,
if Yellowstone goes, it's going to put up so much ash into the air that, it'll block out the sun clear
They said it will
over here.
affect the whole planet.
Yeah.
If Yellowstone blows, it'll affect the whole planet?
The whole planet.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
What's it going to do for the United States?
It's not a small park, Dave. If you only realized how big Yellowstone is, it's bigger than I think it's bigger than Rhode Island.
It'll be raining ash all the way to the East Coast out of the sky. Yeah.
It's going to be a great big explosion.
It can put up enough ash and soot into the atmosphere to block out the sun for weeks. We could literally go into like an ice age kind of event.
Wow. But I got to believe, I mean,
that's worst case scenario,
There'd be some kind of warning? Are the scientists monitoring it so we might get a little...
It's not going to matter. I mean, you ever could get a warning, but it's going to cover such a great area. I mean, it's hard to move that amount of people once that thing goes off. I mean, you're talking all the way from Canada down to Arizona, all the way, east to Nebraska.
It's gonna depend a lot on weather patterns and the wind directions, things like that, as to what areas is hit the worst.
What? Cyborg Tech. By the way, I want to say hi to Kathleen Burnett. Welcome to the stream. Cyborg Tech says it would end life on Earth.
I told you, it would affect the whole planet.
Yellowstone?
It's huge, Dave.
You gotta think, if this happens in the summertime when the bees are out and things like that, it literally could be a life-threatening event for the whole world.
Gail Crabtree says when it goes, much of the U.S. goes with it. What? I didn't know it was that. I'm thinking more like St. Helens, Mount St. Helens when it went off.
That was bad enough. We were 700 miles away from Mount St. Helens in Montana, where I live, and we had 3 inches of ash. 700 miles away.
Yeah, but isn't Yellowstone like 3 times larger than Mount St. Helens?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Yellowstone.
I mean, it's not going to be like it's when it goes, it's going to go with the force of like, what'd they say, 10 nuclear bombs?
Wow.
I don't know exactly. All I know, it's going to be probably one of the most powerful forces in Earth's history.
Do they have a prediction, a timeline? Are we talking 10 years, 20 years?
Anytime.
There's no way to predict it, really. It just depends on,
that's right. It's
geothermal,
it's a super volcano.
Yep.
The movement in the tectonic plates, the fissures that open up underneath it, things like that.
It's gigantic.
I don't have time to vacation, Gail Crabtree. I'd love to, though. There's some place I'd love to go to. That's one of them.
Where's that?
Yellowstone.
Oh, okay. I was there. I drove through there during the 1988 wildfires. I was working for the Lolo National Forest Service in Montana, and
Cyber Tech says it's the biggest recorded volcano on the Earth.
What? I didn't realize it was that big.
Yeah, Dave, it's bigger than Rhode Island, man.
Wow. Is Yellowstone where they have all those geysers?
Yes.
They look like potholes in the
Old
ground.
Faithful is the largest geyser, or well, the most famous geyser in Yellowstone.
Yeah, it goes off every hour or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
But that's out of sync, you said, Ghost?
That's for the last probably 9 to 12 months. It's been out of sync. It hasn't been going off on time, or it'll go off in between times sometimes.
They got these mud pots there. They're called mud pots. And when you stand by them, it's just mud and it's bubbling, like pop, 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 big bubbles.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, Joy Sumter says, I always heard it only affected people within 100 miles, but later I learned if it erupts, it'll take out most of, if not all of the U.S. Oh my goodness. I'm living in a state or a country with the biggest massive volcano on
It would
planet
hit you
Earth.
first. It hits
Oh
you
yeah,
first.
I mean the pyroclastic flow off the explosion. If what happens with Mount St. Helens were to happen there, the pyroclastic flow from the explosion could reach out hundreds of miles. Not to mention the amount of ash and soot that it puts up into the atmosphere that blocks out the sun. And when you have no sun, you have no warming, which means temperatures are going to drop. Plant life is going to die, and everybody's going to be, real cold, real quick.
Wow.
And it could lead to power outages. Any rain that comes down, it's going to be freezing on lines. You're going to be without power. You're going to be without heat. You're going to be, you better know how to build a fire.
Rich Life of Road Trip says I better move. I better move. Wow.
It's
The volcano is 37 miles long, 18 miles wide. I didn't know that.
Could you imagine? Okay, so if the pressure builds up on the sidewall of the volcano big enough, and there's an explosion that puts out a pyroclastic flow that can stretch hundreds of miles, that eruption going across the landscape can be moving at over 700 miles per hour. That's like a jet plane on the ground. Just
wow. 700 miles an hour. Wow. Hello, Mama, by the way.
and there's nowhere to run to.
It's under 3 different states, Montana, Wyoming, and Idaho. Wow.
That's right. That's right. It's big. It's huge.
Sharpshooter's just stopping by to say hi. Have a good night, everyone. Sharpshooter, always a pleasure. Thank you.
Good to see you, Sharpshooter, my friend.
Yes, Nina Landis, no Mountain Dew and coffee ever again. That was an accident.
Of course you'd have to bring that up. Thank you, Nina. I appreciate it.
But I do have Coke. I'm in the Coke Club with Ben tonight, even though he doesn't like my cherry Coke.
No.
It's still Coke. It's a Coca-Cola.
No, it's not.
product.
Classic is Coke.
If you ever endorse Coke, you would have to endorse cherry Coke.
That's true. That is true.
Now, there is a channel on YouTube. The channel name is called Dutch Sense, and he is really good at keeping everybody abreast of like the volcano and earthquake activity around the planet. So if you want to kind of keep up on stuff like that, check out Dutch Sense.
Wow. So what I'm gauging is I could make my channel go viral if I start monitoring volcanoes around the world. Is that what I'm getting here?
Dutch Sense is definitely a checkmark channel.
I think I'm going to rename my channel now, the Green Bay Wacky Volcano Update channel.
I think we got more to worry about than just, volcanoes. We got volcanoes, we got earthquakes, we got hurricanes, abnormally large hurricanes for the season. I mean, we had a Category 5 hurricane hit the Bahamas. I mean, it just devastated the Bahamas. Devastated. They're going to be 10, 15 years before they're able to rebuild. And that's 10, 15 years of more hurricanes coming through that area. Think about that.
Lulu Love You is going to bed. It's 5 a.m. where she lives. Lulu, we love you.
Good night, little sis.
We'll catch up in the morning. Well, later in the morning.
Let me put it this way. You can take 3 state Rhode Islands and put it into Yellowstone Park. If that gives you any indication how big that park is.
Mama lived by Mount St. Helens, actually. Watched it blow. Watched it blow.
They got feet of ashes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt bad though. There were some people that were stubborn that wouldn't leave.
Yeah, they're very, very
You know,
sentimental.
when Pompeii exploded back in the biblical times, it came down through there and covered so many people in ash so quickly that they still find the bodies that have been, what do you call it, petrified,
Yeah.
turned to stone. Women, you know, coddling their children and just trying to cover them for safety, and they're just covered in ash and immortalized that way.
Did the
Turned to
people-
stone over years.
Did the people that stayed when Mount St. Helen went off, were they actually thinking they somehow would make it, and that's why they stayed, or did they just...
They're just very passionate and sentimental about their properties, their homes. They didn't want to leave.
But did they think they might make it, or did they actually...
Well, I don't know. I don't know what were on their minds. A lot of people seem to do that when it comes to being sentimental about stuff.
Yeah, it's just stuff, you know?
Mama says, yeah, it turned total darkness that day.
Wow.
Could you imagine, you know, Yellowstone blows and total darkness for the next 6 weeks? Pitch black, no stars, no moon, no light.
I'd rather
no.
have that happen during summertime than wintertime.
So
Holy.
now it's been a long time since Mount St. Helen blew. What's up with that area now? Is it been reconstructed? Is it all ash still? What is it?
The pine trees are growing, and life comes back. I mean, it's always going to come back.
'Cause that's probably been, jeepers, 20 years or more?
You can still drive through Yellowstone. When I went through it during the 88 fires, you can still drive through it today, and you can still see the dead pine trees.
From Mount St. Helen?
They're all still standing, yeah.
Really?
No, from Yellowstone wildfires.
Oh,
When the
Yellowstone.
park started on fire.
When did that happen? How long ago again?
1988.
1988.
Yeah.
How big was the fire? How much acreage?
It took over a great part of the park.
Wow.
I don't remember how many acres it was. It was a lot.
Was that, did they ever find out why the fire started? Was it campfire, someone being careless?
I think it was lightning strikes. I think.
Lightning strikes.
Oh, geez. I'll tell you, when you're up in the Rocky Mountains, they count the number of lightning strikes, like the Weather Service, like thousands and thousands.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's reassuring, Cyborg
Well,
Tech.
You got to remember, when it puts all that ash up into the atmosphere, all that ash is dust particles of minerals, and that's all conductors.
Wow.
So it makes it highly susceptible for lightning to come down through that ash.
Cyborg Tech is comparing Yellowstone to a firecracker to C4.
That'd be about right. Yeah.
Wow.
Probably about right.
Wow.
Well, like I told you, Dave, biblically, they said that the earth is going to end in fire.
Yeah, that's true. They still have slight tremors there. There's a chance it can blow again. Oh, are we talking Mount St. Helen?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not done. It
That's
could
an
blow.
that's an active volcano.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still
In
active.
fact, it had become real active there a year or two ago, hadn't it?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
What is Kathleen Burnett saying? Yellowstone is Yellowstone the national park that I see in videos that people with no brain cells, shit for brains, get out of their vehicles to try and pet and feed bison?
Yes.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
If you've, I used to live there, but if you've ever had the chance to stand next to one of those things, or pretty close to it, you're like very tiny.
To a bison.
They're very, very big.
What do they do? Bite your hand off or something?
They will charge you.
But now a bison, they're not meat eaters, are they? Or would they?
No, they're grass eaters.
Yeah, so they wouldn't probably want to eat you. They just want to stomp you down or something.
That's all it would take, Dave.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen that up in, Michigan, up along the lakes like that, moose and things like that too, where people get out and want to play with the moose. And the moose will mess you up.
I was one of those people with the moose. I'm not going to lie, I was.
What did you do? What did you do with the moose?
Well, I was up in Wyoming. We were going across a Monida Pass, I think was the name of it, going into Wyoming. And me and Laura, she was a girl I was dating at the time when I was in the Air Force. And we're at the top of this pass. And I said, oh my God, look at that bull moose over there. I need to get a picture of it. So it's just kind of eating grass, right? And I get out of my car, I leave the car door open. I said, I'm going to leave this door open just in case it tries to come at me. And so as the moose sees me, and it's eating it, and it's got these huge antlers spread. I mean, wider than my car. I mean, freaking huge. And I'm out there with the 110 camera, so this is how far it goes back. I mean, it was many years ago. And she's going, Ben, get back in the car, get back in the car. And the moose rears up its head, and these huge fucking antlers come up. Oh my God. And there's a pile of rubble between me and the moose. And it was very aware of that I was there. And she's like, hurry up, get back in the damn car. She's yelling and screaming. And the moose pays me no mind. It puts its head back down. And I finally get a couple of snapshot pictures of it. And I think I still might have those pictures of that particular moose.
I got this image in my mind of, what is it? Not Black Sheep, the first one. Tommy Boy. Where
with the deer and the
that's a deer. It's not a moose, but he gets in the convertible and starts ripping up the top.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It just seems like yesterday that happened to me. I will never forget it. I just remember how huge this damn thing was.
Hey Rocky, watch me make Cab 7 run for his life.
Yeah. I'm just reading the chat here. A lot of people like, Mom, a moose on the loose.
Nothing up my sleeve.
Lindsay Diane, was talking about what about solar flares, and I said, what about electronic magnetic pulses?
Pretty much the same thing, actually.
I
very
don't know
much
if
the
it's
same
true,
way.
but I read an article about the electromagnetic pulse, and they did some tests on it, and they said it didn't actually knock out everything the way they thought it would. Like, they actually thought I don't know how they did it. I don't know if they put 100 cars in a field. I don't know. Electronic, whatever they did. And they said it didn't actually, that some of them still started and some of the electronics still worked. So it didn't do like they say. So I don't know. I was in a dress, Kaplan. How you doing? Mr. Kaplan's in the chat. Gail Crabtree has to go. Gail, thank you for coming through the stream. You have an awesome morning. Hope you have an awesome Friday morning, Gail Crabtree. You ever heard that about these tests of these EMPs?
Well, I mean, you're talking about a man-made electromagnetic pulse compared to, one that's thrown off from the sun by sunspots and solar flares. Obviously the man-made one is going to be regulated and set to a certain, level, where the sun flares, there's no limiting that. They could be pretty intense. So, it's in how powerful the magnetic field that's generated is going to be as to how much it's going to knock out.
But aren't these solar flares going on all the time anyway right now?
Oh, yeah.
Well, they are, yeah. But some of them can actually, you could have solar flares that knock out a whole power grid. They just have to hit the right spot on the earth. Most of the time they'll come out, the blunt force of it will come out in a cornfield somewhere, and doesn't really affect anything. But if by chance it were to hit like a power plant and short out a bunch of transformers in a power plant, you could put down a whole grid.
See, the thing I'm worried about in America? Actually, we haven't really talked about it. I'm always worried about a nuclear power plant blowing up like Chernobyl.
Well, it didn't actually blow up. It had a meltdown.
Well, whatever, you know. You ever think about that? We have a lot of them in the world,
Dave,
Well,
I'm 30 miles away from 3 Mile Island.
Oh, that's right.
I was going to say, there's a lot of nuclear power plants and stuff up and down the Ohio River and things like that too.
Yeah.
But the technology on how to cool those has, since Chernobyl and the safety measures that they put in place because of Chernobyl, it's making it a lot safer to use that technology. So
but 3 Mile Island, Ben, it's closed down and it's just sealed up, right? It's not active anymore, right?
My friend right across the street from me, he's a supervisor over there at 3 Mile Island.
Wait a minute, it's still a running power plant?
I don't know exactly what he does over there. I don't know what the update is on that place.
Okay.
But he works there. That's all I know. Can't really talk much about it. It's pretty private.
Yeah, I'm sure. I saw a documentary once about all the people who lived around there and, all that stuff getting in the groundwater and all that crazy stuff. And
Well, anytime you're using like plutonium to create electricity with, you're going to have a certain amount of residual radiation left behind. Even if they take the plutonium away, everything around it is going to be radiated. And just like Chernobyl and their meltdown, Chernobyl isn't going to be inhabitable for another 500 years.
Wow. They have a special on Netflix right now, Building the Dome. Have you seen that?
No.
They're building a dome to cover Chernobyl, and they're going to move it. It's going to be the biggest structure that ever moved. They're building it right next to it, and they're going to move it and seal it.
Well, here's the update on 3 Mile Island.
Yeah.
40 years after the nation's worst commercial nuclear accident, the remaining reactor still operating at 3 Mile Island in south central Pennsylvania is closing. Exelon announced Wednesday that 3 Mile Island Generating Station Unit Number 1 will shut down by September 30th, 2019. So it's closed now.
Oh, okay. But it's been running all this time.
Yeah, the one reactor, yep.
Well, and that's the hopes for solar energy. Now you have solar farms and you have these wind farms that are popping up all over the U.S. now.
Oh, yeah.
Generating and feeding back into the system.
But you know what's really funny? When we moved, we were looking for a house, and we eventually ended up in this one. But we went down there to 3 Mile Island, and right across from 3 Mile Island, there's a beautiful neighborhood, all houses from the 1960s. And I was laughing. I was going, Marla, look how cheap these places are. God, we could probably buy 4 of these houses.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm serious. At the time that we were looking at houses, they were really, really cheap, beautiful homes across from 3 Mile Island. And it's like, oh, hell no, I would never live here. It's right across a freaking river.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, when I drive into Minnesota, they got this power plant, and I drive by it, and there's houses right and now, granted, they haven't had any problems to my knowledge, but you see the big steam coming out of the smokestacks. I'm thinking, you tell me there's no radiation here anywhere, and I see these houses that are right in their backyard. I'm like, wow, just where I'd want to live. Those wind farms, though, they have a lot in Iowa. Like when I go down to Iowa, I've heard that all the windmills, I don't know if it's true, I've heard that none of them have paid for themselves yet. Have you heard that ever? That they lose money?
I heard it's a wasted resource.
Well, and now they're doing technology where they can put stuff in the ocean, and the waves moving these big styrofoam blocks on top of the waves up against the shoreline will create energy as well. So now they're playing around with a wave technology as well. Plus, with the solar, as the solar power components get cheaper and cheaper, they even have shingles for your house now that are actually solar panels. So you can shingle your whole roof with solar panels, and make enough money. There's people on YouTube, you can search the videos that they have converted over to solar power on their homes. And through the summertime, primarily the summertime, they'll actually make more money than what they were paying in electric. So it's like it will pay for their electric and put some coin in their pocket. The winter months, not so much, because the sun's at a different position in the sky and things like that. And of course, snow, and you got to keep them cleaned off. But there is government grants and programs to where you can actually convert your house over to solar power, and it doesn't cost you anything. Government will actually pay for it.
Wow.
My brother has solar panels on his house. He got them for very cheap, put them on his house, and he gets a check back each month.
Mm-hmm.
Because
you're feeding that power back into the grid.
More power than what he needs for the month.
Mm-hmm.
There's a channel on YouTube in our community, DIY Solar Homestead.
Oh, yeah.
Or DIY, yeah, he's all into that solar stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a viable source of energy and sustaining, So, and anytime you can get money back from your electric company, hey, I'm all for that. I'm going to be checking into the solar grants in that next spring, and might be doing something like that, even if it's just to supplement a little bit and knock the actual electric bill down a chunk.
Oh my goodness, we're like, we get $300, $400, $500 electric bills every month, and that's
if you could add solar panels to your roof, and take that bill from a couple $100 a month down to say $50 a month, would you do it?
There is no $200 a month bill in this house, but if I could turn it from like $400 down to like $250 or $200, I really do got to get serious about solar power. I really do.
I would suggest get on YouTube, look up some of the videos, Google government grants for solar power, and definitely check into it, because like I said, you can get your components and everything paid for if you go the right route.
Well, DIY Solar, he's been on the chats before. He said you can start buying panels for as little as $95.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go to Green Bay Wacky Moist. I've never seen. There's like 7 new pictures there. This is huge. Yeah, that's a big turnout tonight, guys. Hashtag Green Bay Wacky Moist. Tons of pictures here. I'm gonna buzz through them real quick. Egyptian Gamer Geek sent this. That's actually like pretty cool. That's like real Egyptian kind of stuff. Mr. Kaplan sending what I think is something that was partially eaten, some type of food. Beth Plant got me captured as Davina with that big breastulence. That's an awesome one. Marika Pedro with something crazy. Always delivering on the promise. Wow, look at that. That is cool. Just being weird old me, she says. Another one here doing the dance, getting my groove on. Love it. Tanya Ray's got the beautiful little puppy. Look at that dog. So cute. Beth Plant doing another one here. Screenshot of us. Rebecca's Realm, Ghost as a cheesehead. Let me get that big. There we go. Ghost as a cheesehead. And we've got another TCTV stunning photograph. Beautiful picture there, TCTV. And I think that catches us up on Green Bay Wacky Moist. Yes, that catches us up. Thank you. Round of applause for everyone for sending those in. Those are awesome, guys. Back in the Zoom room. Back at you. Wow, still got 49 people in the house. Insomniacs.
Joyce Hunter said, can barely hear you, Green Bay Wacky. I can hear Ghost and Cav 7 louder than you.
You can barely hear me?
That's what Joyce Hunter says. No one else has said anything about it, though.
Yeah, my microphone's up almost in the red. It's showing that I should be really loud. Huh, that's weird. That's what mine was too, Ghost. What is Beth Plant? That's what mine was.
I think she's talking about the solar panels, maybe.
Maybe. You know, it's one of those things that I keep putting off. I keep putting off solar energy, and I really,
Well,
you know,
and
every
here's
month.
the thing: like the best time to put those up is in the spring of the year. So you have all winter to do your research, do your homework, get your applications for your grants in place, and then get the money. And then you look for a reputable installer, and they can tie it into your current electrical system and all that. And
But the ones I've seen run to like car batteries and things like that. Do you have to have batteries with your solar power?
Oh yeah.
well, yeah, they're deep cell batteries. They're not regular
Yeah,
car
like
batteries.
marine batteries.
Yeah.
And several of them.
Several of them.
Oh yeah.
I mean, those things are like, you know, good marine batteries are 90 or $100 a piece.
If you're gonna live off grid and sustain like a full electrical household off of just solar power, you're gonna need a lot of the batteries. Where if you're just producing electricity and feeding it back into the grid, you know, I'd have to research more into it, but I'm sure that there's a storage capacity, but it trickles back into the grid as well.
And Suicide to Recovery and the Egyptian Gamer Geeks out there. Helen Vermeer's out there. Good morning. Welcome to the Friday morning stream. We're just hanging out. We've talked about 3 Mile Island, solar power, anything you can think of. It's all wide open.
Yellowstone Park.
Yellowstone, yep. Made up TVs in there.
Wouldn't it be so nice though to walk around your house and then you stop at the meter box and you see the meters running backwards?
Oh, man. I do know of people that get checks because they're, yeah. Yeah, wind power, solar power. I mean, jeepers, I'm spending probably $5,000 a year, you know, maybe a little less, but whatever, just for electricity. Man, you're saying you can get grants? They'll actually give you the money for the install of them?
Yes.
Like I wouldn't have to put the money out of pocket?
You wouldn't have to put the money out of pocket at all.
But what do you have to do to qualify for them?
You will have to look up the grants and read up on the grants. There's several different ones. In fact, in the state of Ohio, you can go through the local government here and get a grant from the state. So you can find state grants, you can find federal grants.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, whatever the state doesn't cover, the federal should cover the rest, right?
Wow, now that's interesting. I've never looked into that because the thing that scares me about solar power is, well, I don't have any money to buy these solar panels and all. I'd love to have it. You know? Wow.
I mean, you know, for your basic setup, literally you could go to Wish and order the solar panel, the regulator, and everything you need to make a small setup. Say, okay, you see my old house, I had a bar in the backyard. All the lighting on the bar and the stage and everything was all DC current LED lighting. So I could run that whole bar, all the lighting and everything out there off a car battery for a week at a time and not draw any power from my house.
Wow.
Now, if I put a solar panel in there, those lights could stay on year round, all year long. It would just literally put a trickle charge into that battery and them lights would run off that battery all year.
But batteries, like these car batteries, I can't see those running like furnaces and things like that without some high-tech power conversion system.
Well, that's the regulator box, the system.
Well, you really got me thinking.
Like I said, you check up on the grants, do your homework on the solar power and how it works, and watch some videos on it. It explains it in pretty layman terms, most of them.
Okay.
And you get educated on it, and then you go, okay, this seems pretty simple setup, but how they trickle it back into the power company feed, and how do I get a check from it? There's videos out there that tells you about that too.
I'm actually glad we talked about this tonight because man, those electric bills are killers, Never would have thought about the government paying, or footing the bill, so to speak, for me to fit the house with solar panels.
Well, I mean, and it's got to be, they're wanting to reduce everyone's reduce your footprint on the earth, you know, your ecological footprint. Okay, so they want you to recycle. They want you to be self-sufficient. Now, there's some states that say you can't collect water, or, you know,
That's
like in Ohio,
crazy.
in Ohio, it's illegal to collect rainwater.
That's crazy.
But it's not like they come
water.
around to your house and check to see if you got a rain barrel out there. You know what I mean?
But I mean, how can the government police the water from the sky? I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's.
And I've also heard. Have you heard of the off-grid people that are getting charged for electricity because of where their land is? Have you heard of that? Yeah, there were lawsuits and all this. You know, they're trying to live off-grid, be self-sufficient, solar power, all that. They actually were required by the local government to have electric service and water service at their properties. So they were getting billed when they were completely self-sufficient because it was a law that they actually would get billed for that. I thought that's crazy.
Well,
How
here's
about the channel comment on that. You probably heard
Here's
of
the
that.
crazy part of that. Okay, now municipalities, you know, like if you're in a area that has like city electric or city water, like here we have city water, sewage, trash disposal. You know, they tack on municipal fees, which is basically like a tax for your fire department and your police department. That's how those first responders get paid, is from those municipal fees. And you know, that could be a part of that electric bill in some areas. It could be all clustered together. And even though they don't have electric, because they're living in that county, they have to pay that municipal fee, and they're getting a bill from the electric company for the municipal fee.
Yeah, it was just crazy, and they were really mad because they worked so hard to become self-sufficient. Maybe I should just get a diesel generator to run my electricity, and then I'll go round up all the frying oil.
You'd have to do it's called it's a conversion. It's a biofuel conversion. What you need is to take an engine out of a deuce and a half. That'll run on any kind of oil.
Phil Dog says I'm still here. He's a glutton for punishment. Just kidding, Phil Dogs. Oh, there he is again.
Pro Wrestling host, Mr. Cool.
Mr. Cool is in the house. Good to see you, Mr. Cool.
Mr. Cool, have you met Mr. Funky?
And he's got his alter ego. What's his name? Not Dwayne. Mr. Cool and Vern. Vern's his alter ego. KG Cichlids is out there. Good morning, by the way. Ghost Mafia Cap 7 hanging out, talking about random stuff. Little MS Goth, I seem to be one of the few people in Kansas that knows how to drive in snow and ice. I learned to drive while visiting relatives in Wisconsin. Hey! Shout out to Wisconsin years ago. Many people never heard of snow.
I learned to drive in snow and ice in Michigan. We always got a lot of it.
You know, I have never put chains on my vehicles ever. Have you, Ghost?
I can't say I ever have.
Yeah. Snowblowers, that's about it.
But down here in these hills, it's like you get over to the right-hand side, right against the hillside, and drop one wheel down in the ditch line and just put it in four-wheel drive and go. That way it holds you on the road, because if you go off the left side, you're 250 feet down in a ravine, and in a snowstorm, they might not even know you're there for a week or so.
Phil Dogs is packing. He said he's going to Melbourne, I think, if I remember right.
Nice.
Oh, I have to use them almost every year, Cyborg Tech says. Chains.
Now, we used to run studded winter treads. Remember
I've never
them?
done that. I do remember those tires.
Remember going and getting the studs put in your tires? And then, like April, you have to have the studs taken back out of the tires if you're going to continue to run them.
That was the law in Montana. We had to have studded snow tires during the winter. Yep, that's right.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, in the hills and stuff, they sometimes they'll require it.
I never knew that. Never heard that. It was like a law?
Yep, sure was.
How do you have them taken out of your tires? Did you have to
They-
run
they had a-
tires with inner tubes?
No, they had a special tube. They had a special tool that they put these studs in your tires, and they just pop into the tread, and they stick out. It almost looks like a dart tip, almost. I mean, not quite as long, but one of the short, stubby dart tips. And in the spring of the year, they pull them out, and by spring they're ground down to where they're just a piece of metal sticking out of the tire. But it's not like a nail in your tire.
They don't go all the way through the tire?
No.
Oh, weird.
No, they just set into the tread.
Wow, how could they even stay on? You'd think
We
they'd
had
fly
a
out or
record
something.
snowstorm, and the snow stayed on the ground in Montana this one particular winter, 101 days without melting. 101 days. So if you can imagine, the ice built up on the streets was about 5-6 inches. Wherever you went, the plows couldn't get through it. So for 101 days, you were driving on like an ice skating rink.
Mm-hmm.
And if you didn't have the studded snow tires, I mean, that helped a little bit. And you still slid, but not nowhere near if you just would have had regular tires.
That's like around here in the wintertime. The school buses have what they call automatic chainers. And what they are, they have these chains that come down, they drop down in behind the tire, and then they spin the chains under the tire so that they can get traction on those chains.
Back in the day, they used to hang the chains off the back of the bus. They would always be there.
Mm-hmm.
All rusted out and all that, but they'd be hanging it, and you knew that the school bus was coming because you'd hear those chains.
You hear them
rattling.
chains. Yep.
How could they automatically put a chain around a tire?
Well, they don't. It's like lengths of chain about yay long, about the width of the tire, and they're set onto they're like a weed eater head almost, and it comes down, drops down close to the ground, and it spins those bits of chain underneath the tire. It runs with the PTO, so when you speed up, the chains speed up, and it just goes underneath. Just the length of chain goes underneath the tire, and when the tire rolls, it rolls it under the tire, and it keeps traction.
Oh, the chain is rolling in like on a pulley or something on the bus.
Yeah, it just spins underneath the tire.
Wow.
Like a weed eater head.
Wow. That's pretty interesting. I was like, how could it go on to and then they can retract it back up when they get on.
Yeah, they can retract it back up. They don't have to get out of the vehicle to put chains on the tires or anything. It's called an automatic chainer.
Wow. Black ice can be tricky. Yeah. I remember, it's funny, KG Cichlids. I remember we were coming home a couple years back, and I'm driving down the interstate, and I'm doing 45 miles an hour, total, black ice, all that. And my kid is bitching at me about, Dad, can't we go any faster? It's a 3-hour drive normally. And I'm like, dude, I'm getting home in one piece, right? All these cars are flying by at 70, 80 miles an hour. And I kid you not, like all the way home, there'd be like 10 cars in the ditch. Well, there's the Suburban that just went by us. Oh, there's that Ford pickup that just went by us. And my kid actually, after he saw the damage, he said, Dad, it's okay to drive 45. I guess I'm cool with that.
What will they think of next? They've had those automatic hell, they had them when I was in school, and that's been 25 years ago. They've been around for a while.
I love inventions, technical stuff. I like that one that they have, that the police have. That launcher that like throws an EMP or whatever under the car? Have you seen that runs off rockets?
Yeah, that sounds like something out of Fast and Furious movie.
No, it's real.
Like-
It's real. It's mounted to the front of a police car, and it's mounted to the front, and it's got wheels. It's self-launching, and they fire it, and it goes through the wheels of the car they're chasing, gets up there, and sends an electronic pulse and disables the car.
Yeah, I haven't seen the electronic pulse ones. I've seen the ones where they can launch them and get them tangled up in your tire, and it looks like a tow strap that they're shooting around the tire, and it'll.
I saw that one. On
stop the rear end from turning.
Yep, I saw that on YouTube. That was crazy, actually. They Cyborg Tech. They have machines on some plows that spits sand in front of the tires on icy and deep snow situations. Killhut 702. Good morning, by the way. Lindsay Diane, you can't go over mountains out west without chains in the winter. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, there's state signs out in Montana. They'll
You go
say
over nettles without chains with you, and you're going to be in a world of hurt.
They'll say at the bottom of the mountain pass, they'll say chain up area. And there's a big area that you pull off on the side of the road to chain up your vehicles before you go over the pass.
But what if you're passing through like a visitor? You get a ticket then if you get caught without them?
You get a ticket? Hell yeah.
See, I went through the mountains on the way down to L.A. Might be different mountains, and there wasn't any snow at the time.
Yeah, you only need them during the wintertime, during the season.
Yeah. I remember it was hard to get up the hills. Like, the air gets so thin, the engine could barely run. And
What?
Yeah, we were going through the mountains, and the elevation changes. And so, you're...
That's back when you had to manually adjust your carburetor for the altitude.
Yep, so the engine starts running really rough. It's not getting enough oxygen. And the semis that we're trying to climb, same deal. They're climbing up these hills at like 5-10 miles an hour. Their engines couldn't run at full capacity.
But see, now you got the computers that compensate for it.
Probably.
You don't have to do that anymore. But back when you had the old 70s cutlasses and things like that, you had to get out and adjust the carburetor and run it a little richer.
Yep.
There's a mountain pass in Montana. It's just under 11,000 feet above sea level. And the air is thin up there. When you get to this, there's a place called the Top of the World. It's a restaurant, place that you can hang out at. But the scenery is fantastic. And it's called Beartooth Pass between Wyoming and Montana. Absolutely stunning. But you get out, and it could be raining like hell down the bottom of the pass, but once you get to the top, it's snowing like a son of a bitch.
Wow. Hey, I got Joshua Coe doesn't normally send to Green Bay Wacky Moist. Got to show his picture. He's got a little comedy saying here. Me walks inside house. Man, sure is muggy outside. Her. I swear if I go outside and all our mugs are in the lawn, I'm going to kill you. Me sips coffee from cereal bowl. Okay. Thank you, Joshua Coe, for that Green Bay Wacky Moist, by the way, just so you know. Round of applause for you. Back to the Zoom room.
No, that's not outside of Helena. That's right on the border of, it's going to Yellowstone Park, matter of fact. It's the main highway between Montana and Yellowstone.
You must have been on Highway 15, Green Bay Wacky. Life with Linda says, I don't know. All I know is we went from Wisconsin actually, back then we lived in Minnesota. Minnesota to L.A., through Las Vegas and whatever mountains we went through. I have no idea. It's been so long.
In Massachusetts, chains are now illegal because they eat up the roads.
Well, that's what I was wondering.
That's a fact. And matter of fact, in Montana, they used to have what they call snook winds. And snook winds was like Indian weather, and it would warm up, melt all the snow and ice off the roads and all that, and you'd have a few weeks of it, and it would chew up the highways because there was no snow on the highways or anything. So I think it was more of a pain in the ass because the taxpayers had to pay to keep those highways, up to par.
Yeah, see, like around here, the highways get chewed up in the wintertime anyways. It's usually the snow plows, when they're plowing the snow, will take a big chunk out of the asphalt or something, and then they just come in there with cold patch and try to patch it, and then.
Well, not only that, but up in the northern tier states, they have what they call frost heaves, and that's going to cause a lot of highway damage, and there's always going to be repaired during the springtime because of that.
But wouldn't
just
you?
Lifts up the highway.
So when the snow would go away, you've got these tires with these spikes in them.
Yeah.
And you can drive. I mean, wouldn't your car just be like shaking like crazy or something?
No, it's not that.
No,
it's
it's
little
not
tiny nubs, like the size of a corn nub.
Yeah, like a corn kernel.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay. It's like for road trips.
You knew someone was coming down the highway though, because you'd hear those.
You'd hear the tick 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 tick.
Yeah.
Wow. See what
Sound
I've
like
got.
somebody with tap shoes on walking across the floor. You know.
See what I've got in my mind is like the motorcycles that race on ice, and I've seen those tires, with the big spikes in them, and that's what I have in my mind.
No, nothing like that.
All you hear is a slight hum. Okay, Cyborg Tech. KG Cichlid says, hate potholes with a passion. Yeah.
I used to run in the wintertime. I'd get the retreads, and I'd get the heavy, like, monster truck tire retreads that had they almost looked like farm tires. They were called paddle wheels. And you get a bunch of snow, and you drive those things on the road when there wasn't no snow. You want to talk about tire hum.
Yeah.
It just hum you to sleep. You just going down the highway, just going, moo, About the spring of the year when the retread starts letting loose and you get bubbles on there. And let's throw that $45 tire away and go get you another set.
Yeah, I think, can you still use retreads on semis? I think you can only use them on the rear wheels or something.
I don't know.
I know that was a big thing for a while.
I see retreads on the interstates here all the time.
Yeah,
holy shit! You got to make sure you don't smack into one of those damn things.
I almost hit one on going through the tunnels there the other day.
Yeah, I think you're not allowed to use them on your front tires because that if you lose one, it'll be your steering. But my relatives have semis, and Gary told me, when I gotta get new tires for the semi, it's like $6,000. Yeah, it's like holy crap. Because it's what is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of them, and they're like $500 a tire.
Well, I'll tell you what, when those things fly apart going down the highway, it gets dangerous. You've ever seen them fly off a truck tire going down the highway?
You know what's more scarier than that? Up in the northern states. Now you saw it in Montana all the time, but you get a snowfall, right? And then it melts and then it refreezes. And those semi-truck trailers, you're driving, 65, 70 down the highway, and a sheet of ice comes off the top of that trailer down onto the highway. That is scarier than shit.
I think they've made some laws about that now. I think like if you don't clear your vehicle off or something and something fly, I think you're responsible.
They actually have in some of the truck stops around here, they have what's called automatic snow removal, and the truck will pull up to this. The sensor will sense how high the trailer is, and it'll set the brushes down against the top of the trailer, and they just drive through, and it knocks all the stuff off the back of the truck.
That should be a required law.
Kind of like a car wash, like a brush.
It's kind of like a car wash brush. It's a big pedestal that they got to drive through, and it comes down against the top of the truck. They have a sensor to sense where the top of the truck is, and they'll bring the brushes down and sweep that snow off the top of the truck.
Good morning, Coffee and Jam with Chris. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. We're just randomly talking about whatever. Whatever. I hit a rock last night. Lots of rocks falling every day, says KG Cichlids.
Yeah, you get a lot of that around here in the spring. These hillsides and stuff around here. What happens is the moisture gets in the cracks in the rock and the hillsides, and then it'll freeze and expand and loosen those rocks up. And then when the spring thaws, all those rocks start coming down off the hillside. Yeah, you'll be driving down the highway and you'll see the K rails in the middle with a big chunk out of them. That's where a rock has come down and smacked that and just blew out pieces of that K rail.
Wow. Suicide Recovery says this is all fascinating, actually. Thanks, Suicide. I like talking about stuff that I'm,
In our state during the wintertime, it's the weirdest, stupid, dumbest thing I've seen since I moved to Pennsylvania. When they have a storm come in, none of the trucks are prepared. They're not prepared. And once the storm starts, they wait for a couple hours before a few inches of snow gets on the ground, and then they only clean one side of the highway. One side, one of the lanes. The passing lane is never cleaned off. It's always just the slow lane. So you got these people that are trying to pass up semi trucks because they're not going very fast, and it's full of slush and ice and all that crap, and trying to pass one of those up is scary and shit. Because you can't keep straight. I mean, you got to be a pretty good driver to be able to pass up someone like that.
Yeah, that's why I got to admit, it's funny. I never thought I'd own a truck, and now I have 4 four-wheel drives for the winter, 4 of them. Man, when I got my first taste of 4-wheel drive, I was like, I'm never going back.
It does make a difference. There's no lie.
Oh, I
about
freaking
that.
love getting out in the Durango in the snow, man. I live for it. It's like, that's my favorite one because it's like a sports car, man. Just
Now
freaking...
that's one where the whole rear end's about ready to fall out.
Shut up. No, it's not. I love that shift on the floor and just bam, This will be the first year. We'll see how that Jeep Liberty does in the snow. It's a little smaller wheelbase, but I'll be curious how the 4-wheel drive works in the Liberty. It's pretty high up.
I remember when they came out with the first Yukon Denali's, they had the 4-wheel steering. You remember that?
I had a Honda that had 4-wheel steering. It was a Honda Civic.
Yeah, the 4-wheel steering with 4-wheel drive is cool. You won't be able to corner in 3 feet of snow. You can do it.
I remember in my Honda, or it might have been a Prelude, actually. I think it was a Prelude, actually, 2-door. I remember doing, like, U-turns in the middle of the road, and you're just like, boom. You're like, wow. And it actually worked.
Now explain this. And I've had this problem with every vehicle that I've owned that's got 4-wheel drive. Why is it when you stick in 4-wheel drive, the turning radius is extremely limited? You can barely turn the wheel, and then it starts going like the rubber.
Yep. What happens?
You get the binding effect with the tire.
Yep. What happens is there's some things you can do to minimize it, and the number one thing is the gear lube that you put in there. There's a friction additive that you can put in there. It mainly happens in parking lots. That's probably when you would notice it. Go to Walmart or something.
Turning out of a driveway or
any sort of minimal turn, you feel that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest thing you can do to limit it or to get it to, a lot of people do not change their gear fluid and put the friction additive in there. It's for the clutches they grab, because you got to remember, 4-wheel drive, people forget this. The inner tires and the outer tires, you're turning, they're moving at different
rotations.
Yes, rotations.
Kind of like a record player. When that record goes round and you put the needle on the very outside edge of the record, it's got more of a distance to go all the way around. But if you put it halfway towards the center, it's got less of a distance. And because that's 4-wheel drive and it's under power, it's wanting to go full distance with both tires. You see what I'm saying? So you get that binding effect. Yep. Plus the torque from the rear end is pushing forward against the rubber tread on your tires. So you get that,
and usually
that feel.
A lot of people, it's so funny. I just made a video when I went out to get some burgers the other day. A lot of people with 4-wheel drives, I don't know if you do this, Cab, they don't even use their 4-wheel drive unless they need it. So I know people that haven't used their 4-wheel drive for years. You got to throw it in a 4-wheel drive every month. Let everything be moving and working. And you got to change your gear fluid in the axles and get that friction additive in there. And then another thing, when you're in 4-wheel drive and you pull it out, a lot of times you have to back up with 4-wheel drives to kind of pull it back out of 4-wheel drive. A lot of people don't know that trick.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Cyborg Tech can limit the effect with better gearing and oil in the case.
Yep.
Transfer case.
Yep. So, if you're going to go into a parking lot and you got in 4-wheel drive, take it out of 4-wheel drive, back up the vehicle, and that'll kind of get it to release.
That relieves the tension on the
Yep.
on the springs and stuff in the transfer case.
Yep. And then go forward in 2-wheel drive while you park at Walmart.
I'd have to have someone to do. I'd have to take that to a garage to have someone put this oil that you're talking about into the.
Yeah, it's a friction additive, but it doesn't apply to every single 4-wheel drive. But a minimum, you can get a better gear fluid in there. Yeah, because most people neglect their 4-wheel drive axles.
Well, how long does that last? Once you put it in,
I don't know the mileage on it, but there's people that'll have a 4-wheel drive truck they've been driving for 100,000, 150,000
You're
miles.
talking 80, 90 gear oil usually lasts a pretty long time. It's pretty thick.
Yeah. But the biggest thing with four-wheel drive is people don't use them. Their mind says, I only put it in four-wheel drive if I need it. And
Ford
so...
Taken says Cyborg Tech. Well, that's what I got is a big 250 Ford.
Yep.
So what do I do? Just go to the service station, hey, put in this friction oil?
Tell them you want to limit the binding of your four-wheel drive, and you haven't had your gear fluid changed in a while.
It doesn't get rid of all of it.
No.
You're still going to have that effect go on.
Yep.
But it'll
help
loosen some of the effects on the transfer case itself and prolong the life of your vehicle.
Well, it's kind of frustrating when you're in a tight spot and you have to try to get out and you can't turn. The radius is so
especially
limited.
in that big ass truck of yours.
Yeah. Usually what I do, Ben, is if I'm going to go to like a Walmart parking lot or something, I stop, I take it out of four-wheel drive, I back up about 20 feet or 10 feet, whatever, to release the springs, and then I'll go and park in my normal two-wheel drive.
Huh.
Yep.
I usually put mine in four-wheel drive after I'm on a straightaway.
Yep.
Like if you can pull out in two-wheel drive and then throw it down into four-wheel drive, it's probably the best way to do it. Then you don't have the binding.
Yep. And again, the best thing you can do for your four-wheel drive, Ben, every month, you're just taking a trip to the gas station or something, drive in four-wheel drive, throw it in four-wheel once a month, just to keep everything moving and working and, you know.
Yeah, last time I used it was four-wheel drive was in the wintertime last year.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just driving to Walmart the other day. I threw my Durango in four-wheel drive, drove all the way to Walmart in four-wheel drive.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now I don't get very good gas mileage. Around between 12 and 16 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, we
but
just
I
lost
noticed
the whole chat talking about 4x4s. I'm sorry.
But I noticed that when you stick in a 4x4, it drops it by about another third. Your gas mileage. Last a good 50,000 miles and tell them to add Lucas in there.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Lucas, like oil additives.
Okay.
Big fan. It actually works pretty well.
Yeah, I think I use, if I remember right, I think I'm using 8590 gear lube. I think it's 8590.
Oh.
And you have to have a special pump for it. A lot of people don't realize that.
That's why I said I'm going to go to a garage and have them do it.
Yeah, it's not hard to do, but I know you're not mechanically savvy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because your axles, the fluid stays in there, and there's not a drain plug like when you change your oil.
You can actually get it done at those Jiffy Lube or Valvoline quick oil change places.
Yeah.
They can do that for you there. You just let them know. I mean, it's an additional charge, but if you tell them
those places are
that's
getting
what you
more
want.
and more expensive. Holy shit!
Yeah.
It was $75 the last time I went in just for frickin' oil change.
Oh yeah,
$75.
I think the last time I did it, it cost me like $65, but I got the oil changed, the air filter changed, all the fluids topped off. You know, the whole works.
I got you there, Cyborg Tech. You know, back in the day, they'd have signs outside the gas stations. You know, oil change is $13.95, $15. I mean, those days are long gone, but I remember that.
Yeah, but the one thing I will tell you, Ben,
there's still places you can get a basic oil change for like less than $20, but you know, to get all the extras, you know, tire rotations, air pressure adjustments.
Well, then in me, you know, I've got a big truck that's going to take more oil in it, you know, so it's going to cost a little bit more.
You know, the thing I hate is they don't put grease fittings on anything anymore.
Yeah, they're sealed.
They're all sealed units.
Yep.
You can't, like, you know, you could crawl up underneath your Ford F-150 and hit all the universal joints, hit all the ball joints, hit all, you know, you could go through, you could spend an hour just with a grease gun going there and hitting all the grease fittings.
But I'm gonna tell you this, Ben, it's over. By the way, what does Lindsay Diane say? Rosie O'Kelly singing praises, Lucas. She must, okay. I love Rosie O'Kelly too, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Rosie is awesome.
But the one thing that's overrated and the public's lied to, Ben, you're lied to about this. You don't have to change your oil every 3,000 miles. You don't even have to change it every 5,000. It's a scam, actually.
Sometimes I've went over right around 5,000 to 7,000, and then they say something to me when I go to the station.
Well,
You kind of went over the limit there, sir.
I've gone 50,000 on some vehicles.
I did that with my Cadillac, and smoke was coming out of the
Nah.
freaking tailpipe.
No,
man.
no.
You know what? No, I'm serious. Mine did. It reminded me of Uncle Buck. Remember when he drove the kids to school, and it backfired right there in front of all the students? That's the way my Cadillac was.
Yeah. I'm just saying that I know people are like, oh, I change my oil every 3,000. I'm like, hey, if you want to waste the money, go ahead. The oil is so good nowadays, and most cars are using some oil, especially the older ones. So you're adding new quarts of oil in, every 1,000 miles or so, It's kind of funny.
They are totally sealed now. Makes them more efficient is why. I don't see where it makes them more efficient considering, you take the old ones and if you every couple months you hit all the grease fittings, they lasted a long time. The ball joints didn't wear out as fast and things like that. As long as you kept up your maintenance on the vehicle, they'd last forever.
JCT is in the chat. How you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Hey, JCT.
Yeah, I do everything myself. I don't go to a shop for anything. Like, I'm completely self-sufficient on vehicle repairs.
I watched a couple of videos on those Jiffy Lube places. Some of them, they're not that reputable.
Well, they've done
do? Holy shit!
Have you ever seen the ones where people take their cars to a shop and they'll mark the tires and then they'll charge them for a tire rotation? They'll get it back and find out they never got rotated, but they charged them like $20,
Oh.
And there's another one I saw where these repair shops that do body work were like putting screwdrivers through radiators and things like that so they could get a higher insurance claim repair on it. I don't know if you've ever seen those. It's crazy. Some of them actually were taking sledgehammers and making the damage worse.
Wow.
You never seen those videos or not? Yeah.
I can remember the old the Mako. Remember Mako?
Yeah, Mako.
You could go in there for less than $500 and paint your whole car. The only thing they did, they didn't fix anything. They just scuffed and sprayed it and sent it on its way.
Yep. That's what they didn't tell people was that they forgot to tell them, oh, wait a minute. If you want to get the cheap price, you've got to tape all your chrome trim. You got to do all your sanding, all that. That didn't include that. So those people, they'd go in for the $200 Mako special, and it'd be like $1,000.
Yeah, and then 6 months later, it's bubbling and rusting, and you had orange peel effect to it, like all kinds of just.
That's terrible.
Hey, we got
it was
some
bad.
Gamers in the house. We got Let's Stream Games and Entertainment. Danger Gamer Chris in the house.
But if you wanted to sell a car real quick for about $250, you could throw a new paint job on it, make it shine for a week or two, and get a pretty penny out of the car. And then once you sucker born every minute, once they bought the car, hey, it's your problem now, buddy.
I think I'm gonna throw a gamer video out there.
Gamer video.
I'm gonna play Fortnite, that's where the money at. I do a live stream, then I get a super chat. Get us some med kits and those bandages. Gonna show you, look at my damages. Whip out my joystick like Usain Bolt. And then ride a storm out, people take notes. I just wanna play Fortnite. I'm gonna win at Fortnite. Look out there, I think that it's a sniper. Smashing my keyboard, man, I'm just hyper. Playing a Fortnite on my overclocked PC. Smooth FPS, wish you could be me. Extra frames be making this easy. Prepare to be beat by Jay Breezy. I just wanna play Fortnite. I'm gonna win at Fortnite. Jump off the bus and now I'm skydiving. Gonna find you wherever you're hiding. Look at this noob just running in the open. Take out my sniper, then I just scope him. Wanna be ninja, man, I'm just hoping. Get a Lambo and watch how my money grow. Need a rocket launcher, look at the sick flow too. But it's time to come to an end though. I'm gonna go play Fortnite. I'm gonna go play tonight.
Driving down the streets of Wisconsin, the crew cab rolls some coal. Driving down the streets of Wisconsin,
trucks don't have spark plugs, super heavy duty, that's why they got 8 lugs. 5 speed, pair up with a turbo. Kick it down, I'll dust your Durango. 2 gas tanks and a 5th wheel plate. 4 doors, you only see my tailgate. When I kick it down, you see my tail lights. You so slow, I'll give your truck last rides. Driving down the streets of Wisconsin, diesel dually in your face. Driving down the streets of Wisconsin, it's paid for, get off of my case. Power, I got a whole ton of it. Dualies, 6 tires that won't quit. Live kit, I don't need it, so high, I guess I'm just a Ford guy. Chrome stack, blowing out black smoke. Half ton, a girly man bad joke. V8, power stroke rumble, so bad like a Super Bowl fumble. Let's go for a quick ride. Traffic, just step aside. F-350, totally badass. Girly man, go back and cut your grass. Driving down the streets of Wisconsin, diesel dually in your face. If you wanna be real cool like me, get some crazy sunglasses, don't be a disgrace. So there it is, my truck's a real player, spit you out like it's a Slayer. 7.3 supercharged diesel, girly man, your trucks are like weasels. Go back to your SUV and later on just dream about me and my diesel F-350 crew cab. My F-350 diesel crew cab. My F-350 diesel crew cab. I'm driving in the streets of Wisconsin. My F-350 crew cab. Well, everybody wishes they could get wacky. Put on the cheese hat and get happy. And everybody get wacky. Get out from your normal life that's so boring. Get wacky, getting happy. Get a hat, take a walk, get wacky. Go down that sidewalk, get a cheese hat. Go out and get laughed at. Get wacky, just get wacky and happy. Break out your life. Put down the keys and drive to the wacky, the wacky. Well, everybody wants to be wacky. Everybody wants to get happy. Just put on a hat and take a ride to the wacky, wacky side. The wacky side of life. Everybody wants to get wacky. Sometimes you'd say it was tacky, but it makes me happy. I'm happy being wacky. You can get wacky, just be happy. Sometimes you might look kind of tacky, but just get happy at the wacky. Just get out of that comfort zone. Just get out of your comfort zone. That's right, you're not alone. Just get out of your comfort zone and get wacky, wacky. Just get out of your comfort zone. Get wacky and you're not alone. Everybody wants to get wacky. Everybody wishes that they could be so happy, like the wacky. Everybody wishes they could get wacky. Put on the jeans and get happy. And everybody get wacky. Get out from your normal life, that's so boring. Get wacky and get happy. Get happy, just get happy.
It's It's a social media break. Go tweet out this stream on your Twitter, put it on Facebook, put it on Google+, put it on the side of an airplane, put it on the side of a building, put it on the side of a barn. I don't care where you put it. Just let the world know Green Bay Wacky is live.
Got some food. Ghost Mafia is getting ready to take off. 4 o'clock in the morning in Wisconsin. 6 o'clock on the East Coast, and it'll be about 2 o'clock on the West Coast, and we're just hanging out. And Rich Life of Road Trip says Green Bay Wacky is the man with the videos. Thank you. I appreciate that. What are you eating now, Cab?
Huh?
What are you eating exactly?
It's Cheerios and Hershey syrup,
What?
chocolate syrup over the top of it, and milk.
Oh, yuck.
So it's like chocolate milk and Cheerios.
So, Ghost, you taking off then?
Yeah, I'm a head to bed.
Actually, I'm gonna head out myself.
Yeah. It's been a 3-hour live stream. I think I'll go just a few more
What?
minutes. 3 hours, yeah.
Are you
Has it
serious?
been a 3 hours live stream?
That's what my OBS says, live for 2 hours, 59 minutes, and 3 hours right now we just passed.
No kidding.
Yeah, I
Damn,
know.
Well,
My feed says started streaming 2 hours ago.
Well, YouTube, yeah, the YouTube feed won't round up, exactly. But, Ghost, always a pleasure. Thanks for hanging with us.
All right, brother. Yeah, I'll be around.
Too there, Dave.
No problem.
Come
Cab 7, a pleasure. I'll probably
think
just
I'm
keep
gonna
streaming for a
paint the
while.
living room tomorrow.
We'll have
All
fun
right.
doing that. And say hi to Lady Swan and OG.
Will do. All right, guys.
All right.
Everybody out there in the chat. We'll see you guys later on.
Take care, Ghost.
Dog hands.
All right, take care, Dave. Thank you for inviting me out, man. I appreciate
Always
it.
a pleasure, Cab. You have an
And fellows
awesome,
on the
awesome
chat,
morning.
Have a great Friday.
All right. See ya.
Yep.
And then there was one. And now I will go to, It's Just Me. It's just me now. Oh, no. I don't know if I can handle it. Oh, what is that? Something right there. Oh, there it is. It's covered. And we keep rolling forward for a little while. Yep, that was Cab 7 and Ghost Mafia hanging with us. Well, happy Friday morning. It's just the Wacky now. Lindsay Diane, I'm back. Cab 7 says goodnight, gang. Thanks for coming, Cab. Thanks for coming, Ghost Mafia. So I guess we're stuck with each other being insomniacs here. Everyone's saying goodnight to Cab and Ghost. Trying to think of what. Oh, we got Danger Gamer Chris saying goodnight to Cab 7. Chris White, it is 10 p.m. in New Zealand. 4:05 in Wisconsin right now. 8 p.m. in Australia. Yeah, so far it's been a good stream. We haven't, we've just talked about everything under the sun. Ambitious. Yeah, my camera's kind of bothering me a little bit. Ah, there we go. Okay, a little better there. Aaron Eberhard, 5:05 in Florida. Joy Sumter saying goodnight to Cap 7 and Ghost Mafia. Well, thanks for hanging on the Overnight Insomniac stream on the Green Bay Wacky. Gotta get some lovin'. Yeah. Now I just gotta chill out. Well, I guess we're all just telling what time it is where we live. Let's just keep going with it, I guess. Chris Celeste, 3:06 in El Paso. Paranormal White Noise, Zara, welcome to the stream. We've been going 3 hours, Zara. Just hanging out. I'm going to go a little bit longer, but I'm going to be taking a break myself, actually, pretty soon. So, we'll see. Another 20 minutes or so. Mr. 707 Vlogs, 206 in California. Cyborg Tech 03 here. 5:06 a.m. JCT. Thanks, Paranormal White Noise. I didn't even do anything. But the good news is, Paranormal White Noise, I am on live chat. I am on live chat. That's the good news. Message automatically held for review. What does that say? Oh, yeah. I know. It's okay, Rich Life of Road Trips. I get it. I know we've gotten away from the sub for sub and the networking and all that stuff. Woohoo, Dave. Yeah, I know. That was a good stream today. Paranormal White Noise got a new show she calls Let's Talk. Yeah, Let's Talk. That's what it is. You like the topics tonight, little MS Goth? Yeah, a little bit just relatable stuff, you know. Nuclear power plants, four-wheel drives, Yellowstone. You know, yeah, we covered a lot of stuff, actually. Danger Gamer Chris, I'm going back to bed myself, so have a good day. Hey, thanks for rolling through the stream tonight. I appreciate it. Cyborg Tech, nice meeting little MS Goth. Just kind of reading the chat a little bit here. JCT XO, I appreciate that. History to Mystery Nations 13 is back. How you holding up? I'm doing great, Kevin. That's Kevin the Fam, my brother, by the way, guys. Give him another round of applause. Todd's still hanging out in the chat. You're taking off, little MS Goth. All right, sounds good. I'll be taking off in a little while here. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not really tired, you know, but I'm kind of like, I don't know. You know, it's kind of like, well, I don't know. We'll see. I don't have an exact time, you know. Sometimes I wonder what I talk about, you know. I've got so many things in my brain. My brain's always thinking YouTube, you know. You're too kind, Dave. Hey. I love you, brother Kevin. I do. I know it's been hectic lately, and we need to catch up one of these times. Everyone's interesting. Yes, Lindsay Diane. That's exactly true. Well, you know, Lindsay, I'll say this. You know, sometimes we get wrapped up too much on YouTube. Sometimes we get wrapped up in the, you know, watching video or watch my video and this, that, and the other thing. And, you know, this is one thing I've always said is, you know, I never knew that on YouTube I'd sort of like find a family, you know, and that has nothing to do with watching each other's videos or, you know, that kind of stuff. And that's the one thing I didn't expect I would find. You can handle it on your own, Lori Johnson. Well, last I heard, I was a live streamer. I can handle it, yeah, I can. Oh, yes. What is going to happen today? Just getting ready for winter in Wisconsin. It's coming in. Yes, Kevin, we'll catch up soon, absolutely. Chris White says, I'm wide awake. Yeah, I'm still awake. And I still have fairly good-looking hair for my age. Not that much gray, you know. There was a joke in there somewhere. I don't know where it was, but it was in there somewhere. Just another day closer to my birthday, JCT says. Well, happy birthday whenever it's going to hit. I just keep thinking it's another day closer to my kid getting his license. So he can start driving himself so we don't have dad's taxi service. This is going on in my world every day. Driving my kid everywhere for school. Not fun when you're bald, Dave, Todd says. It didn't run in my family, Todd. Baldness doesn't run in my family, actually. Cyborg Tech already here, Green Bay Wacky. First storm. We got 30 plus inches and 4. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Paranormal White Noise. That was a good stream. Yeah, they were just talking about different, just dreams and just a wide variety of topic. On your mother's side, Todd says baldness ran. A little snow on the roof, Beth Planscott. Chris White, I'm going gray and it's coming into summer in New Zealand. Yeah, you know, I've got family members that went gray when they're, or extended family, like maybe my wife's side. All gray at like 35, you know? 35? You know, wow. Just embrace it. I get it in my mustache, you know. I gotta trim it, you know, get rid of those. I'm about due for a mustache trim, you know. So I'm just gonna be live for another 18 minutes, 4:30. That's when I'm gonna shut this one down. I want to thank everyone for coming tonight. I want to thank Cab7 and Ghost Mafia for being here. But that'll be a pretty good stream. 4:30 will put us at almost 3.5 hours. Pretty good stream. Joey Sumter, my oldest son is 19. He inherited the bald top head. He's wow. Going bald. I'm heartbroken for him. That's pretty young, Joey Sumter. Upper 30s. Mojave Desert is chilling. Wow. Uncle was full gray hair at 12 years old. I've never heard of such thing, Cyborg. Time to hibernate, JCT says. 36, Chris White is. Yeah, this was a great stream, Todd. I think it was awesome. A lot of fun stuff to talk about and hang out. And I love weather. Well, yeah, Lindsay, it's one thing I love myself, like being in Wisconsin. I love the change of seasons. I personally love the snow. I love it when there's like 2 feet of snow out there. I love when it's like 30 below and you're out there with your car, and it fires up and it's chugging, trying to warm up, you know. I love that stuff. I know, it's crazy. It's a genetic thing, Cyborg Tech. Yeah, I believe that. Pterodactyl Dance Challenge. I got to get some more people doing this. It's a great way to have some fun. You can actually go to, let's see what we got so far going on with it. On Twitter, let's do the hashtag and see what we got here. I'm going to explore the hashtag. Green Bay Wacky's Pterodactyl Dance Challenge. There we go. Little bit of activity going on there with it. It's going to take some time. People are like, it's fun. Let's see what we got going on Twitter. Oh, Zara! Oh, shoot. There she is again. I'm sorry. You're going to go down in history, Zara. The first pterodactyl dance done on a public live stream. Zara, Paranormal White Noise, is going to go down in history for that. So start to get some tweets and retweets out there. Wow, there's a lot more going on than I thought. Do it! The Pterodactyl Dance, Green Bay Wacky's Pterodactyl Dance Challenge. And it's on my channel, the instructions. It's fun. Why not? Why not? Why not do it? KK Bootsy, how you doing this morning? Thanks for coming through the stream. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just got to get more people doing it, Todd. We'll see. I'll keep pushing it. People are gonna get. They're gonna get inspired to do the pterodactyl dance. Rawr! It's fun. History to Mystery Nations 13, $5 super chat. Thank you, brother. Love you, brother Dave. Keep doing what you're doing. Always loving it. Kevin, thanks for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. We are viewer supported. We are. That's true, actually. A lot of people think all your revenue comes in from YouTube. They see all these big numbers, and it's not the case. Foxy Lady saying hello to Paranormal. Nina Landis, I'm so tired. Well, take a nap. Take a nap, Nina Landis. Take a nap. Take a nap. Well, I'm going to check something real quick here. Just going to check something real quick here. Oh, by the way, Scott Fichter had a real funny... Hey, you know what? This would be really cool. Can't sleep. Okay, here we go. I got it, guys. It's a really nice gal. This would make her day. There's 2 people in this chat right now. 2 people in Mrs. Green Thumb's chat. 2 people. Wacky Raid. Mrs. Green Thumb. Right there, I put a link. Because I'm shutting this down in 12 minutes. If you could go over and raid Mrs. Green Thumb. She's got 2 people watching right now. 2 people. I'm going to tweet her out. I'm sharing her on Twitter. Tell her it's a wacky raid. It'd make her day. She was in the stream earlier. She's a good gal. 3. There we go. We got her up to 3 already. Now, I don't know what she's got going on there right now, but this is Miss Green Thumb's stream right here. 3 watching. 3. That's who's in there now. If you could go raid her, give her a thumbs up. It's up to her to keep you there, of course. But that would be absolutely awesome. Mrs. Green Thumb, get her some love. And that would be awesome. And I'm so appreciative of everyone being here tonight. I really am. Yes, Paranormal White Noise. I think I've got my OBS glitches worked out. I haven't had... The videos are running smooth. No drops. And for a week, almost. So, I think I've finally worked it out, Zara. I actually do. Lori Johnson says, I started going gray and decided, you know, what? I'm not ready to go gray. I think I'll color my hair back to its normal color. It's all right. You can do whatever you want, Lori. JCT, thanks for coming through the stream tonight. I dropped that link for Mrs. Green Thumb in the chat. And that is her stream. Wacky Raid. To Mrs. Green Thumb. 9 people in her chat now. 9. You're doing awesome, guys. It's a great way. We like to just throw a little support back to the community at the end of the stream. Not every stream, but when we can. 9 people watching now. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Everyone's getting in there. 10. Yeah. 10. I'm going to go over there for 5 minutes after I close down this stream. I'm going to go there too. 10 watching now. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. 11. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. She'll be so happy. She'll be so happy. That's awesome. That is awesome. Thank you guys for doing that. Thanks for being here tonight. So I'm going to slowly, as I wind this down, got about 9 minutes left. Just want to thank a few people. Lulu Love You was here. Cap 7 was up on the board. And so was Ghost Mafia. Paranormal White Noise out in the chat. Again, a final thank you shout out to all the moderators that were keeping the peace, dropping links all night long. Thank you. Thank you, Todd. Paranormal White Noise. History to Mystery Nations 13. Kevin, thank you. Lindsay, Diane, thanks for being here. Joshua Coe is going to go off and do some chores. Lori Johnson, thanks for being here. Nina Landis, JCT, to name a few. Foxy Lady. Cyborg Tech. Keep typing. I'll keep saying goodbye. KK Bootsy. Lisa Gibson. Just going up the chat to remind myself who to... Oh, Rich Life of Road Trips. TCTV. Thank you for being here. Much respect and love in the chat. You was so wonderful, Todd says. Great stream. Really was. Really good stream. Been here a good while, Cyborg Tech says. Yes, you have. Chris Soleils, thanks for being here. We had Joanna who was in here earlier. Joy Sumter. I'm figuring out my checkbook. Well, hopefully it's positive and not negative, Joy. About 2.5 hours. Cyborg Tech, I appreciate it. I really do. I hope we just made your Friday morning start off good. I hope everyone has an awesome Friday today. I'm sure I'll be live streaming later again. Kind of in the mood to make a video today. I haven't made some videos in a while. Hiya Truth, yes. Hiya Truth. Keep typing so I can say goodnight to you. I still got 7 minutes left. Chris Les says goodnight to Joy Sumter. Yes, I appreciate you guys hanging here. It means a lot. Oh, love you. You're like a dad, Mr. Gucci guy. We could throw one more video in real quick. I got 7 minutes to kill. I could throw it in. I can throw it in one last time. We can throw one last video in here. Last one of the night.
I'm a Gucci guy, I got it going on. Gucci guy, I got it going on. Gucci guy, I'm not wearing a thong, but I'm a Gucci guy. I can freestyle like the best of them. I'm a rapper, I can get in the crapper. I can rap, I can crap, I can rap. I'm a Gucci guy. Gucci guy, Gucci guy. What you got, what you got, what you got? Gucci guy, Gucci guy, Gucci guy. What you got, what you got? I'm an old guy, but I love to rap. All these young people, they're just full of crap. They got crap, but they rap. They make the trending section on YouTube. I'll go viral and I'll get a jet plane. It doesn't matter, it's all the same. Money, money. Gucci guy, Gucci guy, Gucci guy. One hit wonder, I'll take it all the way. To the trending section, do it today. I'll go viral and I'll get a payday. Gucci guy, Gucci guy, Gucci guy. Show me the money. Yeah, I got honey. Look at me. I look like a bunny. Gucci guy, Gucci guy, Gucci guy. What you got, what you got, what you got? What you got, what you got? I got a freestyle flow that everybody knows. And everyone knows where it goes. Goes to the trending, goes to the viral, goes to the Gucci guy. Gucci guy, Gucci guy. Gucci guy, Gucci guy, Gucci guy. Ride it all to the sky in my jet plane, Gucci guy. Gucci guy, Gucci guy, Gucci guy.
And why not close out the stream with Gucci guy? Again, thank you. Paranormal White Noise, you have an awesome day. Zara, Todd, Hiya Truth, Chris Soleil, Lindsay Diane, Joy Sumter, Lisa Gibson, Danger Gamer Chris, thank you for being here. And Rich Life for Road Trips, love your like. Dad, Mr. Gucci guy. And thanks for being here. Go over and check that link out one last time. I'll drop it in the chat. If you could just go over and say hi to Mrs. Green Thumb. Say it's a wacky raid. I'm going to go there for just a couple minutes. Wacky raid to Mrs. Green Thumb. And thank you, Todd. Much respect and love, brother. Chris White. Thank you. My ear. Oh, what's with my ear? No, just kidding. JCT, have an awesome night. And I'm going to go over to Mrs. Green Thumb for a sec and say hello. And we will catch you on the next stream, guys. I guess I'm just going to roll. See you on the next stream, guys. Love you. Thanks again.